Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream as we bring you NXT tonight, the fallout from the Great American Bash. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into, folks. So get in that chat, click like, click share, click subscribe, be a part of the family, be a part of the shows. It's going to be a good one. Let's go. Ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you NXT. Looking forward to this one. Lots to talk about. We got new champions, belts moving around. Some retained, some didn't. The Great American Bash happened. Might not have been our favorite show of the weekend, but me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours, and we're going to talk all about it. I see that chat filling up already. I hope everyone's happy, healthy, safe. You're doing good. You're feeling good. You're ready for some more wrestling tonight. As we kick off, if you don't know who we are, well, I'm Mr. Evernight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, we've got the fallout from Great American Bash, but we also might be having all these new names that could potentially show up in NXT. A lot of names coming out today that have pretty much come on the market or might be showing up into NXT kind of soon. Of TNA insiders reporting to Fightful that Mike Santana is done with TNA and his contract's up within days. Big Cass officially done with AEW, I believe, and is pretty much headed to WWE to team up with Enzo.
Or Danhausen.
Maybe, but we also could see Hiromu Takahashi, who's also been another name that's been thrown around with Evil, show up. So even when we're starting to learn these names, we could get more people showing up in NXT.
Yeah, and they announced that AAA and NXT are kind of doing a joint production the same night, the same day as All In. So Vikingo was expected. We're not sure if that's still happening. The Wagner Juniors were going to take on the tag team. So, I mean, there was potential to see a lot of that as well with these shows.
Now, do you feel that NXT is still kind of just throwing stuff against the wall to see what kind of sticks now that we've had all these big call-ups and we've been trying to figure out where they're really going? I don't know. Great American Bash, it feels like they're clearly not sure in the direction they want to go. Like Tony wins in the first match after being scarred in the face and everything. Not really the best way, I think, to kick off Great American Bash.
Yeah, the flat was a little match. The match was a little flat, and I mean, ultimately, I believe that like they did the fireball thing. There wasn't a whole lot of heat between the two guys, and it led to kind of like a okay match. I don't know where they go from here. It wasn't the high point. I know a lot of people are talking about Kendall Gray and what she's done. So I mean, ultimately, that's a good sign. But in the men's side of the docket, you know, I'm a little concerned. Like it's light lifting right now. Ricky, Oba, Javon, like a big dent got put in the men's roster. Hopefully they can figure some shit out here.
Well, and do we start to see that now on the women's side with Lola? She lost to Kendall, which was fantastic match. But is she done with NXT? Tatum loses to Zarya. Is she done with NXT?
It's a lot of questions. Tatum's an interesting one because I didn't expect her to lose so soon. But Lola's got a lot going on. There's a chance that, she's ready to go. She's doing AAA stuff in the meantime. So, you know, while we get the vignettes of Lola is coming, she's been off in AAA doing stuff. So, for my money, not so bad. They have Kendall. They have Jada. They have Ariana's coming up. Ren's doing good stuff. Zarya's got a belt. Like, I mean, the women feel a little bit in a better position than the men.
Yeah, speaking of moving in positions, I see somebody kind of bouncing around the stream right now. Well, and I'll say this as we've still got to try and probably rush through saying hi to everything. As you've got Sami Zayn bouncing. This is fucking clever. I'm just following the bouncing ball out here.
What?
Especially with the vitamins and everything. This man put all this effort into this all day. He spent all day doing this. But I love it. But there's the speculation going around of Sami might have the belt for a good time, not quite a long time.
Yes, I think it's highly possible. I mean, I think the fun thing about Sami being a champion is every time he goes to defend it, we're going to expect him to lose it. So if he wins a few, he's going to take on so and so at SummerSlam. Oh, he's going to lose. Everyone's going to say every match. Oh, he's going to lose. And every time he wins, they're going to be like, I can't believe he didn't lose. So there's that potential, but I don't expect it. Like, I think SummerSlam might be max.
Okay, so what if he loses it on the first time? Like, say if it's
I'd be a little bummed.
I mean, we haven't had the spoilers or anything, so I mean, thankfully that's not come out. Right. But what if it was, say, we still haven't seen what happens on Friday? What if he just got it on the plane and then gives it back to Cody?
Yeah, I'll be a little disappointed. I mean, with Friday kind of, and remember, folks, no spoilers for SmackDown. With that kind of, I think I'm hoping we're safe. But yeah, I mean, if he loses on the first one, I'm going to be a little bummed out. Like, it's nice that he got his moment. That's kind of cool. But it would also be kind of cool to see him, hang on to it for a little bit.
Oh, for sure. I want to see how far we go down this rabbit hole. Pause.
Right. It could be, it'd be very interesting because, like I said, everyone's going to expect them to lose. But let's say hello to the people. We got about 5.5 minutes, so I'm going to shut up and sip some drink, and you can talk.
Fine, there you go. That's what I do best, I guess. But the top three from last night of Spaz, RBB 5052. It sounds like I'm calling on a fucking Star Wars droid. And Ronan 2, shout out. That's your top of the points in the chat. The more you chat, the more you super chat, super sticker, the more points you get, the more you get on the leaderboard.
I think RBB 5052 is someone else. Honestly, I think it's one of our friends that we know of. But YouTube does YouTube things sometimes. So you can shout it out if that's you.
Well, congrats to R2D2 BB8. But Isaac beating Zach out here in the chat. See you tonight for WWE NXT Fallout Great American Bash. All the way out there at 6:40 in the morning, this man. 12 hours ahead of time.
Up early.
I think you were up early doing this all day. Zach saying International Sailor Moon Day. KJ and Big Nick, excuse me. You big in on the Sailor Moon?
Go Sailor Moon. A little after my time to give a shit about Sailor Moon.
Fair enough. I always remembered watching on Toonami. Eric, what up? Can't wait for Jada versus Carmen tonight. And happy birthday to the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and WWE Hall of Famer Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, there you go. All right, shout out.
Do you see Sammy out there trolling Cody with happy birthday to my best friend Cody Rhodes?
Right.
He's celebrating with the belt.
Let's go. You should have sent him a belt-shaped cake.
Kevin, I see. And then Jay would have dropped it.
Probably.
Kevin, what up? Damien, I see you. Ronan, Clay Lewis, Ken, what up? JR, yes, I believe JR is out of the hospital.
Yes.
So doing better, I hope.
We're getting close to putting JR in a bubble, like just to be for his own safety. We got to stop this guy from going for long walks on the beach because he keeps tripping and falling. We got nothing but love for the man.
But just let him enjoy his time.
Absolutely. Ride it till the wheels fall off, bro.
Right. Cooper, it's Tuesday. You know what that means. Tuesday night yum-yums. Hit that like button.
Yum-yums. Let's go.
EQ, who do y'all think is going to lose their title first? Nikita Lyons or Sami Zayn? God, I hope Nikita.
Actually, Nikita might have potential to go longer just because it's Evolve.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, realistically, I actually... I don't want to answer this one. I take the 5th.
Damn, Kendall Gray ain't getting the Sami Zayn treatment from KJ. No, Sami Zayn's getting the Kendall Gray treatment like Dave Meltzer gives it to Kendall there.
That's it. We got to celebrate. We got to celebrate Sami Zayn, folks. It's important.
Heather, I see you. Hashtag KJ shirt. What?
The best part about this whole situation is I pretty much did this just for him.
No, but we're committed to the bit and everything like that. If it's the trash talk, and that's what you love to see. You don't see this in other communities out there to where we're literally trash talking back and forth with the chat.
Right.
Everybody else doesn't click on y'all or just ignores you. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Okay, moving on.
Right. It's hashtag dedication.
Right.
And dedicated.
Yeah. And medicated. Lady B, the second coming of Sammy is upon us. Buckle up. KJ will not let this rest.
I'm just happy. I'm just giving the man his props. It's only been 2 days, so I'm just saying I just don't want anyone to forget that Sami Zayn is a world champion in 2026. It's important.
Acknowledge your tribal. I can't use the term. I was going to say Canuck, but I don't know if I can get away with saying that term. Your tribal Sammy. Okay. I was like, I don't know. I'm an American. I'm 2026. Guardian Tatum going to join Lyra again.
Join Lyra, yeah. Dark spooky Lyra. What do you think of dark spooky Lyra?
She looks like a Harry Potter character. I think I said she looks like oh Christ, I can't even remember. Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter, showing my goddamn nerd out there. But she gave off that vibe. She gave off Sirius Black vibes. Pause.
Right. Facts. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm curious. I mean, this was a kind of a bit of a surprise change. We were all kind of waiting for Bayley to be the one that lost her mind. Tatum coming into the fold, that does fit from our buddy Guardian here. If Tatum's kind of on the edgy, spooky side too, or dark side anyway, I think it might have some legs there.
But as Tatum, you'd have to switch her from being the lovable. She's the Daphne right now. She's the lovable gothy queen out there. So I don't know if you can switch her right back to heel.
I don't know. I mean, I think they could on the main roster.
Well, MDB, bro, why did I just notice the little Sammy on screen?
What do you mean? There's a little Sammy on the screen?
I think it's just you seeing it, MDB. I don't see it. Do you see it?
I do not see Sammy on my screen.
Getting Hogan and Warrior with the mirror. Look, brother, it's the wall.
That's good.
Spaz, I see you with a super chat, but the show's about to kick off anyway.
We are kicking off. So I got the Netflix logo, my friend. Folks, you can sync up at home.
Done.
Okay,
I'll quickly.
I think I just said it slow. We're pretty close.
Now?
Now.
Wow.
They're right there. The Canucks hair, if you will.
Whoa, no. Forever. But Paul, I see you together. Together? Do you have together?
Yes. We're all together. We're all together. And together now. Shut the fuck up. Come on.
Like I've heard that a time or two as we're showing even that. So I like that they did like the fan tailgate kind of thing. Like AW did that with Forbidden Door. NXT did it with LaGreca and Kevin Owens outside of the Performance Center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like a different vibe. Makes it a little less stiff. Like we see a lot of the pre-shows where it's just, a panel of experts talking away. So to kind of mix it up and give a bit of a different vibe, I don't mind. Anything kind of new will feel, can feel good. So I'm good with it.
Especially though, like because NXT has their home base at the Performance Center. So it's one of those, like if AW ran every Dynamite at Daly's place. So if they travel for a pay-per-view, then you have a little thing for all the fans that are the regulars that are there that don't travel to wherever the pay-per-view's at.
Yeah, it's not a bad show at all. It's smart decision. We talked about that for a while. Do they pick, do they just go back to kind of Daly's place and put up camp and then go from there? And then when they travel,
they can't because of the renovations to the Jaguar Stadium.
Facts. All right. So pickles among pickles. I got a pickle.
Hey, but I'll read this though of MDB. KJ is such a troll. Hashtag I hate it here.
Right. I turned heel on this one. I'm sorry, folks.
Did you turn heel or did you turn babyface out here with
I
this?
mean,
Did you
I
turn
just
heel
joined the
only
real
for one
last
person?
Right? I did join the last good guy out there. So, yes, let's go.
Well, and does he get cheered when he shows up with the belt?
I don't know. I'm really curious.
I think he will.
But so many people were so, like, MDB, just not feeling it. So,
are they just afraid? They're not comfortable with the fact that he might lose it so soon. They've been hurt before and they can't love again. Before.
Right? Maybe that's what it is. I mean, don't fear the Sammy, embrace the Sammy.
Don't fear the Reaper. As we're getting a replay of Lola and Kendall, which to me was my match of the weekend. I know, obviously, the Sammy match, was pretty good, just especially with the outcome. Divisive match with Ospreay versus Swerve. So, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like certain people overhyped Ospreay Swerve. And I'm listen.
Sickos overhyped something?
No. And I'm all for, you saying like, well, this is my cup of tea and that's why I like it. I mean, there are some things, but I mean, if you are captivated because there was like 14 finishers and 12 false finishes at the end, I don't know. I feel like Swerve and Ospreay had better matches to this one, but this match was good. I just don't think it was as epic as some.
No, that's for sure. They've had better matches before than this one, and I also don't think that the timing of when it happened in the show did it any favors. Which did you see? AEW's moved up their time slot, their time frame for Redemption. It's moving up to the main show kicks off at 7, the pre-show kicks off at 6. So for everybody that's been out there saying, well, shut up and just enjoy all the matches that they give you. Who cares that it ends at like 3:00 on Monday when it started on a Sunday? No, the company's actually noticing a lot of people are having an issue with that. And that's a big drawback of we'd love to watch it and love to enjoy it, but I can't, I shouldn't have to watch a pay-per-view in parts.
No. And I mean, even some of the bigger, people who are legitimate, as we're opening with Kendall Gray, people who are legitimate AEW fans, they're very happy. They're very positive about the product. It's their cup of tea. They're very happy with an AEW. Have come forward and said, I don't know, man. And it's just a simple, it's no different than everything else. Moderation matters. And if you have a situation where all you got to do, Tony, is edit a couple things out, just edit a little bit. And you're making your show better. You're adding by subtracting. Booker T's back.
Suck it, duck it, quack, quack.
Let's get it.
Why?
He said, why haven't you been here? What did he answer? I missed what he said.
I'm not sure. Back. But yeah, I'm sure that'll get brought up again with everything.
Oh, he said been busy.
But Guardian, I see you. Sean Reed, Mr. Stormy, I see you. Tonight's NXT feels like it will be a fallout from Great American Bash. Yes, because that would be what it is. It is what it be.
Yeah, and that's what we should be doing here now. Is the crowd's buzzing pretty good. She seems nervous as shit.
But did you see even Kurt Angle putting her over?
Yes.
Like she's about to be she's going to be one of those that's like when you had an Asuka, when you had, the Sasha Banks, the 4 horsewomen, the Charlotte Flairs and everything like that in NXT.
A little bit. I mean, she's going to need the competition, which I think she has. I think what we're about to get from a Kendall Gray title run is going to give us really good matches.
For sure. I don't want to fully put her over too much, but I think she could have a better match with most people on that roster, even if they can't go that way.
Her and Wendy Chu is going to cook.
I hate that I'm going to have to probably say you're right on that. Which did you see? She's in the Knockouts TV tournament. They had to pull from NXT and they had to pull from the Indies.
Yeah.
And they had their final in the first round.
Well, our insider Anthony did point out 14 women cannot make a 16-woman tournament. So they called in some reinforcements.
Right. Oh, so she's just giving us her life story.
Yeah, she's saying, I went through hardships and da da da. It's a little flat. I said she felt a little nervous, but I will give her, you know, understanding that it's day one on the job.
I was going to say, can we put at least some respect on her of taking Sammy's, face off her face?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I'm starting to lose my mind like MDB out here.
What's the guy from He-Man? That's what I thought of when this started. The little furry guy that popped up. What's his name?
Oh, I don't even know. I wasn't. See, that's before my time of, Did you go and watch the Masters of the Universe movie?
Not yet. I do want to see it, though. I think I'm going to try and hit a drive-in if we ever have a weekend off.
That's when KJ always pops up with all these surprises. He's just, I have the power.
Right.
316, I see you. Should we say hi to Spaz the Super Chat out here?
Yes, the poor guy's been hanging tough.
There, you can read that one.
So, who wins the KOPTV title? Wendy Chu or Jody Threat? Who wins the war? AEW's WrestleMania or WWE's third or fourth string? I love what he did there. That's leading the witness, Spaz. Objection.
Objection.
Overruled.
We could totally be lawyers.
Tune in next week for another episode of Spaz Isn't Nice and Tribal is Okay. Oh, shit, Spazzer.
I said this, and I'm sure we're going to talk about this more on Thursday with me and Anthony, of this man let me know that the first round matchup is Mara Sade versus Kintasha Steeles, and that to me should be your goddamn final.
It really would be a candidate for your final. I know somebody, Anthony had kind of thrown that out there as well for Tasha. Kendall picking it up here, a little rah-rah. I feel like I'm at the pep rally.
Because she's got that like 90s cheerleader hair out there. I'm expecting the puka shell necklace next.
Right.
But Tanisha with a super chat too as well. Thank you, Spaz, for the $10 super chat. I know this man's been trying to get me. I know he picked my least favorite and your least favorite with Jody out there.
Right.
But Tanisha with a $2 super chat. KJ, it's official. Big Bill has left AW and Santana.
Yeah, at least, is it official? Maybe. I don't trust the sources. But, yeah, Tanisha, it's exciting. Like, I think the roof will blow up. Ren St. Clair.
With the fakest cake? Like, that's, like, too perfect?
Right. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tanisha. Who doesn't like cake? Come on, man.
A cake and yum yums. It's a perfect pair.
It's a thing.
Yum yum.
Video watcher, I see you. Brienne, WCW, the Great American Bash. Yeah.
Right.
Trey, what up? Boston. Sorry.
So real quick, Nick, it's Indy Hartwell against Victi Venuto. Harley Hudson taking on Thea Hale. Elena Black versus Wendy Chu. Go, Wendy. Let's go.
I hate that match. I hate that match.
That's M by Elegance against Rosemary. Ida Stone. Jada Stone. Good job, KJ. Alicia Edwards. Go Stone. Jody Thet versus Garby Forza. I'm going Jody for once.
I'll take the Nomi. In that one.
Mari Sade taking on Tasha Steele, and Heather by Elegance taking on Ali. I hope they're not setting up Rosemary versus Ali or Ali. Ali said, "I'm the greatest." Ali.
Oop. As Kalani Jordan out here. Like I said, out of all the names that you read, Tasha Steeles versus Mara Sade to me instantly is the best matchup that you got out of that.
Hey!
And Tatum's back.
Tatum's back. Oh, they're just we're eating cake by the handful here.
Okay.
The simps are in heaven right now.
Uh-oh.
Yum yum.
I can't wait till some fucking social justice fake ass warrior is gonna get a hold of this on fucking Twitter and say,
Right.
"Can you believe they're doing this so provocatively? They're making them eating cake. It's like the Divas era all over again." Shut the fuck up.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
My cookies. I can't help myself with a line. I have to do it.
It's now
cooked it down.
It might be my favorite sound button ever.
There are two women in my ring eating my cake.
I'm trying to find some other clips, but there's sound bites, but some of them are needles and needle stacks. Oh shit.
Yeah.
As Keanu is like the worst new hire ever. He's done nothing but cause trouble since he got
took
here.
out Vikingo.
Vikingo down and out. So what was the reason on Vikingo not being able to go?
What I've heard allegedly, so again, for those who don't know, because you and I talked about this briefly before we went live, of it kind of got out a little bit of that. The match that they had advertised between Vikingo and EK Prosper, I don't know what broke this man up, but was advertised, and then even the main WWE NXT account wasn't advertising it, so it gave off the impression the match had been pulled. I've heard some stuff of maybe an injury or anything. Okay. I don't know. It seems like that's kind of always the case with Vikingo. He's already in the country, clearly, so there's not a visa issue, because that's been everybody's been saying visa issues for international wrestler. He's clearly already in the country, but I think it's got to be an injury if they're pulling him off of it.
Right? Is the visa expired this morning, so they had to do a pre-tape and send him back? Like,
oh my god, could it be the craziest story ever?
Right?
Go!
What do you mean you only got a 30-hour visa? Shit.
But Keanu, I like the idea of using Keanu as the big menace that's out there just wrecking shop of, God damn it, you're wrecking my main events, you're wrecking my matches, you're ruining my show. I gotta try and find somebody that can put you in your place.
Yeah, it's true. Like, really, he's a menace, and not like it's led to some matches and stuff, but it's just every time you see him, he's destroying something. So, I mean, I think they do have to kind of take a different approach with him because of Oba, and I think maybe that's why they've kind of let him saute a little now, because we just had a very similar athlete rise.
But he's taken over for what they were doing with Jasper, and also you got Royce.
True, and you got Royce. Oh yeah, Royce. What's up, Royce?
Well, that's the thing is, I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all, and I'm not saying, oh well, they're all just the same because they're all big beefy dudes and everything. But no, they all do have a lot of similarities and everything, and you gotta. Go ahead.
No, continue. Keep going.
Fair enough, but I'm saying you got to still keep them separated. And you already did a bit of that Keanu versus Jasper. So now does he just run roughshod? And could you bring in, say, a Big Bill, a W Morrissey? Please just let him. They're going to call him Big Cass again, so he's going to see the big ass behind him when he's in the middle.
Right.
But even if you just did him as W Morrissey, which I think that's a much better name, but he's the guy that takes out a Keanu because he's 7 foot tall and you can't teach that.
Does he automatically come with Enzo?
Yes.
Does it matter? Does he have to come with Enzo? Is it better with Enzo?
I had heard that they weren't, that as much as Enzo's been around the Performance Center and everything, they weren't going to sign Enzo until they knew that Cass was going to get freed up. Once Cass got freed up, it's with the NBA free agencies going on right now. You're going to see some stuff like a trade happen, but I know where you're going to go. Let me finish my one sentence.
But
you're going to let certain things play out before you make a decision that comes around.
Because we're in the back with Izzy right now. Yeah. Speaking of trades, what just happened in Toronto?
I'm going back to Toronto.
He's like, they liked me way better there. I don't even know.
Outside of San Antonio, it's the only time he's been a fucking star. Truly.
Yeah, I think, and not just because I'm a Toronto guy, I thought he made a big mistake as Zarya. Oh, smoking in the boys' room.
Yeah. Heavy metal, baby.
So Izzy and Iggy aren't getting along. Zarya is not happy either.
Blitzkrieg pop.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he made a bad choice leaving because the team was so good. They were good enough to go back to the final the next year. And he was like, I'm taking my Clipper money. Goodbye. So it's a little bittersweet now that he's like coming back. Like the last time he was here, they were following him down the highway with the helicopters and shit. Like the Kawhi watch was happening.
He was Jalen Brunson. He was the fucking star of the town out there and everything. But for those who don't know what we're talking about,
oh yeah,
if you don't live on social media or ESPN, so Kawhi Leonard got traded back from the LA Clippers to Toronto for Brandon Ingram, and I know the guy's last name, and I don't want to repeat it.
Dickey,
yeah, and for like is it 3 firsts, or I think it's 2 firsts,
2 firsts and a 2 firsts, a swap, and a second.
Yeah,
it's a big price. Now the experts, quote unquote, like the Barclays and the Shaqs of the world, I got a lot of reaction where people said this was a good move for Toronto, even though they gave up enough. I guess it's funny. I was like, "Is Kawhi? You're not getting the same Kawhi you had once, but it's a big move."
Oh, for sure. I'm still on LeBron watch right now after he sat there and told the Lakers that
retire, bro.
No, he's still going.
Nah,
41
retire.
and becoming a free agent. He's
We're
won a
sick of
championship.
his shit.
No, I love me LeBron. LeBron till I die.
What a prima donna.
No, not he gets such a bad hype just because of how much he was hyped going in.
He doesn't. He's
the Tom Brady. Michael Jordan is Joe Montana. LeBron James is Tom Brady.
If Joe Montana is the best quarterback ever.
There's people that would say that, and there's people that say LeBron James is the best, or LeBron James is the best quarterback. Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time. And everybody that goes at Tom Brady says, well, he's a prima donna, he's a flopper, he got this, he got the ref advantage, he cheated, they did this, they did that.
Baby.
Yeah, exactly. They say the same.
And it's all substantiated because he keeps doing it.
No, objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. Leading the witnesses.
Narcissistic players ever.
Narcissus? No, that's Lex Luger.
Narcissus. The
nemesis.
No, he's like the basketball equivalent of "doesn't work for me, brother."
He's not the Hulk Hogan. LeBron Hogan. Oh my God! Why has no one ever done that?
Thank you. There you go. There you go. To be jumping in there.
Yeah.
There you go.
That linebacker is hot. Keanu Carver, hot. Keanu got a yum yum?
Yum yums.
Oh, I know what he's getting at, but moving on. Weed leaf, Tom Dog Goat. See?
Brady.
And then right above it, Tom Brady's a flopper, tuck rule. Proves my point right there. Proves my point, the dichotomy of men.
It's true.
As we have, what is it? Wagner and his
Wagner and Wagner.
It is El Hijo no, that's the wrong match. El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. I was right. And Galeno. Taking on Vanity Project.
Yeah, the Vanity Project. I didn't get a pull up yet, but do one a late.
There you go. Curmudgeon, what up? Raiders? What?
What about the Raiders?
I like that you got what he meant. I just was like, are we trying to do a Viking Raiders pun here?
Yeah, where are we going?
Rouse, what up? Well, we're seeing the AAA NXT kind of crossover you brought up earlier too, of we're gonna get Heat Wave and AAA Super Show going on the same day as All In. So every Conseco cried foul.
Wait, how can you even get mad if you're not going on at the same time though? Like it's not even really like neck and neck, right? Because Like, you're not allowed to use that day at all, that weekend at all. Like, do you own the week? What is the parameter? How long before or after one of your shows is it acceptable for us to book one?
Well, you had three minds, I feel, on this. You had like us who didn't care. Cool, we get to have another fucking super weekend of all the wrestling, like we talked about this past weekend. You had certain people that looked at it as, oh, clearly this is WWE trying to go at AEW because can't just let them have all the attention out here. And then you had the other people that, you know, why can't you just let us have the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I understand, like, when you have a show booked and, you know, like Great American Bash came in late. They knew what they were doing. They purposely put it in that slot. So when you have that happen, Nick, I get it, but your job is just go put on a better show, and they did. So congrats. But you know, what is the you know, how will the sickos be happy? How many days?
Well, I just don't even get it. To me, of you want this to be a competition. Everybody allegedly this is what it's supposed to be. If it's all tribes and everything, you gotta want to fight the other tribe,
right?
So this is what they're doing. Of let them fight. We're on the sidelines out there just saying, no, let King Kong and Godzilla fight it out. Let's see. This is where you get iron sharpens iron. If you actually believe on either way that they're going at each other's necks, then let them go at each other's necks, because that's the only way that you're going to get the best product available.
100%, man. This is an example of too many people have spent way too much of their lives on the internet, and they get to talk shit and never get run up for it. So that's where this comes from, of like, wait, we actually have to fight? Yeah, I thought we were in a battle. Throw down. Oh, no. We just want to talk shit from afar. Like, this is the battle. Like you said, you shouldn't be upset. You should say, bring it the fuck on. Let's go.
But even then, this is where we saw it with WCW. That's what was the true dawning of the Attitude Era and all of that. The best time in pro wrestling, this or that or the third, is when all the companies were going at each other's necks day in and day out. And that's what if you are a wrestling fan and want to see the best thing, you say 2026 ain't giving it to you. So let them fucking fight it out.
Yeah.
That should be what you want. So why does everybody want to act like it's a bad thing?
And on the other side, blah, 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 they're doing it because of this or that. It doesn't matter. They can do it. I mean, it's the game, right? Like, nobody likes when some asshole starts throwing, hotels on Boardwalk, but you can do it. You can't just not do it because you don't like it. It is what it is. You're in the game to play. You got to play. And, we overlook the fact, and I think our buddy Spazzer pointed it out, you're going up against the third brand, the fourth brand. You're not going up against the big dogs. Your best, the best you have, is going up against, the first infantry. We're okay.
You're telling me that the fan base that says, why would you complain about too much wrestling is complaining about too much wrestling? Did anyone else see that sink in right there? Wait, so there's too many wrestling shows on the weekend for you? What?
Right. Yeah, I know. I get it. It's the goalpost moving is crazy. Really crazy.
We need to fucking sign them to the Bills special teams out here. Fucking goalpost moving.
Right. What's up? Great American Bash. Great American Ass, says MDB. Oof.
No, he said it wasn't, but it could have been better.
Oh, wasn't. I jumped the gun. All right.
Oh, we're back in action. Have we made a pick on this of, despite us being on for like almost 3 hours last night and 10 hours on Sunday, we've still had more to talk about.
Right. There's still plenty to talk about. It's crazy. The chat is on fire. Keep it coming, folks. Spazzer, Los Tog, Seacaz versus Fatal Influence. WWE Women's Track could happen. But I mean, it would be triple A's, but they don't. Yeah, I just kind of went with you there. Are we introducing?
No, I wouldn't. Don't do a women's trio.
No.
We don't need to add more fucking title belts. Honestly, we need a fucking thinning of the herd. I know we just got the Knockouts TV title. But even when we were watching Slammiversary, we were all kind of saying they don't need to do it, but it feels like they're going to still fucking do it anyways.
Right. Swipe Right is a faction Nick can support.
What? How?
I don't
No.
know. Vanity Project, thumbs up or
Vanity Project's the faction. Swipe Right's the tag team.
Yes. So how are we feeling about this faction?
I mean, they fit with the times, especially when it looked like it's a fucking high school locker room. But Jackson Drake I like, and he's got some kind of piss ant minions around him and everything. Like, I'm not saying Vanity Swipe Right's bad as a tag team, but they very much look very young.
Oh, they look like 15 years old. It's crazy.
And this is not just me being old. This is just they really look super.
Right.
Like, one literally looks like Brad Taylor just got off doing Tool Time.
Right. No, there's other people in their age bracket on this show that look 5-6 years older than them.
I bet you they still get ID'd at the liquor store.
Right. LeBron averaged 22 at 41. He can average 22 at home. I don't give a shit. Just tired of his.
He's going to leave Bronny all alone. He left Bronny. He got Bronny to the Lakers. Now he's going to leave him all alone.
Right. Poor Bronny. He'll never outrun that shadow, bro.
Never. That's a shadow. But see, that's the shadow too big.
You know, if I was Bronny, I'd go to Toronto and stay the fuck away from everyone. Leave me alone.
Do you pick up a different sport? Like, if it's one of those. Like, if your dad's like that good at something, respectfully, I know you're probably like preordained to be good at that, but like you try and pick up anything different because you know that's the colossus of a shadow. Like a David Flair was never going to be Rick.
No. Yeah, I mean, and we've seen some cases of that. A lot of like athletes will, their children will go on to a different sport, or some won't go into sports at all because of the, they kind of watch what their parent went through. Right. But I mean, then there's the Kachucks of the world. Dad's going to the Hall of Fame. The brothers are going to play together. They just got a gold medal. So yeah, I mean, it's a rare exception when you get that kind of family dynamic. So yeah, a lot of times you'll see, like Gretzky's son was like a baseball player, that kind of vibe.
Right. Well, and again though, is there, say, like, does Kachuk cast the same shadow as a LeBron does and everything? That's the thing. Is no disrespect to anybody out there, but who will have like, second, third generations, and everything like that, that'll be still playing and still be talented and everything, were all-stars, but they weren't debated as the greatest of all time, kind of. Yeah. They weren't in like the top 5 conversation.
Yeah. Oh, it's big spot. Galeno on top.
Whoa.
Backdrop. Onto his own partner, though.
I mean, it broke up the pin. Well, it's like even I actually.
His partner had the pin.
No, his partner was getting pinned. He got tossed to the lucha toss.
Did he fuck up his own pin?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I want to see Psycho Clowns in NXT. Yo, the clowns are up, dude. The clowns have me super excited on AAA right now. They're doing good shit.
I won't lie, I've missed that.
It's been good, dude. And like, the Vanity Project gets the win. Galeno and Wagner might have had a little bit of a misfire, and the youngsters get a W again. Still your tag team champions. It's a good faction. They just seem, they got a lot of career ahead of them.
Well, yeah, and you can kind of see that there is something there that they're almost doing like an early offshooty version of like a DX there. A lot of people have, compared the woman in the group and everything to China you've got this kind of whole youth, we're not gonna take it vibe.
Right? No, I think it works. They're annoying as shit.
Now,
so
Lucian's here, but why is he not part of the AAA faction that Bronco's part of?
I don't know. Right? And like Carmen's here hanging out with Natty and Nikita, but they're hanging out with the evil dogs, But yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
But we have Vikingo out here. We just had Wagner, so we get some AAA continuity, but not the full continuity. Weird.
Yeah, it's odd.
I mean, it's not just one or the other. You either do it or you don't. They're doing down the middle.
They're kind of splitting it. Yeah, a little bit of like we're dabbling. Oh, legacy, but
What the?
I guess.
The Dark State
we got
now.
more. So, are they trying to revitalize the tag team division, Nick? Here, we're having a bit of a tag team summit.
I'm gonna do. Well, now that you just had the tag team champs retained, you do kind of either a tournament or something, a fatal 4-way, to decide who's the number one contender. Oh, yeah, Noam and not Noam are here.
Noam and yes, ma'am. Let's go.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Blam, blam. Oh, Black Betty, bam, blam.
Well, yeah, it looks like we're having a bit of a tag team summit. We're trying to reestablish, like, look at all the tag teams we have. As you and I talked about, Cutler and Osiris look to be staying together, still rocking the black. I mean, they're still kind of one and one, so they haven't had any issues at this point.
Well, wrestling as a whole needs a revitalization for the tag team divisions across the board in every aspect, I feel, at this point.
Yeah.
Whether it be SmackDown with, allegedly people are unhappy with the lack of, a division. What?
Never mind. Never mind. Up next, we're going right into Drake taking on
Rook.
Mason Rook. Should be interesting. Yeah, I'll still take my pause.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, you good? Yeah, no, I think that the tag team divisions very much need to, overall, we've been struggling for the past couple of years, especially with like the 4 Lifeys of trying to even find 4 tag teams to nominate for best tag team.
Yeah, and
not saying that they don't exist, but none of them have been pushed well. None of them have been built properly. They all kind of hold the belts for maybe a hop, skip, and a jump at best.
Yeah, you kind of got to go outside of like the big 3 to kind of find some good tag team wrestling. There's some good tag teams on the scene, but for whatever reason, just modern wrestling has not continued the healthy streak of good tag team wrestling. I'm such a big fan of the tag team division when it gets done right, but they don't seem interested in doing it. They brought in MCMG, did nothing. That's crazy talk.
They had Gorillas of Destiny, and we never got them versus the Usos.
True.
Trust me. Well, it's the same thing like we've talked about with this past weekend of seeing matches that actually had a clean finish. You don't see it in a while, so you can miss it, and when you do it, it feels good. Same thing now with tag team wrestling. Haven't seen good tag team wrestling, I feel, in a bit.
Right? No, not much. I mean, we'll get a match here or there, an unexpected match. Like, I don't mind Damien R-Truth being tag team champs, but they're not going to give you a 5. I don't expect them to give us a 5-star, burner, but they're fun. They're entertaining. They're all right. I'm really intrigued what they're doing with the Viking Raiders right now, because that might be something of note. But yeah, it's weak sauce. Even in AEW, people can brag all the Young Bucks are the best, but they're never really in tag team. Like, they had a tag team match, but it doesn't, it doesn't mean much. They do their tricks really well, but like, can you have a really good professional wrestling match? I don't know if they can do that. And on top of that, I don't know if they are over it nearly as much as they once were.
Well, and they're not even the tag champs or the guys challenging for the tag belts. You have Cope and Christian, and you have the Dogs out there, and you had Christ. You just had FTR walk away.
FTR's like, well, we're out for a while.
We'll come back when you figure this shit out.
Right.
But, Raiden 96. Mason Monsoon Rook. He's big, he's bad. He'll body slam your dad.
I like that instead of Tsunami. Monsoon.
I tried. They're gonna be what was the tag team of? It was Tenta and Earthquake there. Or am I saying
the Natural Disasters?
Yes. Thank you.
Let's go. In the arcade game, man, they were a pain in the ass to beat. And fucking hit you with that finish.
Jigga.
Right? They're just jumping on your chest.
Well, they're the heaviest motherfuckers out there, but anyway.
Right. Well, Tugboat, you had Tugboat, he was Typhoon. Like, that's all their names were kind of surrounded by being just a big, kind of what they were, but jokes.
Right. Well, Dale letting us know, so what they came to a conclusion out there. You called it, Big Nick, fatal 4-way tag team match next week. I just threw, they're going to find some summit to it. I just started naming stipulations.
Well done.
Brandy Lynn, Katie Lynn, man.
Right.
Take a minute. I knew it was going to take a minute.
No, 100%. Almost slipped by. LeBron won gold with 3 different teams. Jordan couldn't do poopies after Chicago. But again, I mean, you're going to throw the dream team at me. I think the dream team did just fine.
The redeem team. Leaving, that's your dream. I got my redeem. I am the redeemer.
Jordan really did after. I mean, he didn't bring a dream team with him. If he would have called all his friends and tampered with the league and shoved everybody on one team, the Wizards would have had 2 more titles.
No, they weren't having nothing with that man at that time and everything like that.
There's the whole rumor
this man had to retire because of a gambling debt. But see, you're proving my point again. You can't go into it with saying, well, LeBron had to fix the game. LeBron had to bring all of his buddies in. They cheated. They did this. They were 2 stacks.
Braun wouldn't handle playing back when Jordan was playing. He couldn't handle it.
And would?
He'd be on the ground
He's
sucking his thumb.
Anybody
he couldn't
on
play
the
that
court.
game. He couldn't play that type of game.
Linebacker.
He couldn't play that game. Jordan was a leader, a true leader. A guy that grabbed the team by the balls.
We might have to have the first ever non-wrestling court be a wrestler.
The guy goes to the finals 10 times, wins 6. Like, great, he won 6. But how many times do you get to drop the ball? Oh, I'll just go to this team and bring a bunch of new friends. Try again. Like, it just
He did it without King All-Stars and everything. He's gotten 5 coaches to the finals and won championships.
Those coaches could have been pylons.
That's exactly what they were. Jordan did it with Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson turned around and is argued as the greatest coach of all time. When's LeBron had anybody labeled the greatest coach of all time?
Well, Phil Jackson's a GOAT. I won't argue that. There's no argument there. But because LeBron doesn't listen to anybody, doesn't give a shit about anybody. So again,
all up in the videos.
Yeah, that's all it is. I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna clap my hands. I'm a big deal. Again, he couldn't handle the league back then, bro.
LeBron's
Sean Kemp
point forward. There wasn't a point forward in the league when Jordan was playing.
Guys like fucking Ewing would have had fucking LeBron crying.
No, he would have Matty Gangster's Paradise.
Back to Mason Rook and Jackson Drake.
Ain't no such thing as halfway rooks.
Facts.
That's the thing is, do you
see? Oh.
No, I was just wondering is this going to be a pretty solid match of Jackson Drake, as small as he is, he's getting established as kind of they're getting a push behind him and everything when it comes to NXT. Mason Rook was out there challenging The Rock, who was challenging Cam Hendricks, trying to get a shot at Tony.
Right.
Does he just need to kind of have a couple of matches to show what he can do, and then he'll start getting over?
Yeah, they're slowly developing them. They see a lot of upside in them, a lot of personality. I mean, this is the difference. I mean, this is everything Danny Garcia or Sammy Guevara wish they were. But you're watching when you develop the talent, hopefully it'll rise to the occasion. Right now, this kid's doing a good job. Super young, but rocking a belt, being a pain in the ass. The frat boys are annoying as hell. I know my buddy Rance in there said, not feeling it. I get why, but I think they're doing their job. I dislike them a lot.
But that's part of it and everything. Yeah. Where's the line between I don't like them because they're a heel, they're supposed to be a heel? What?
Am I having a stroke? What is happening? The phone's ringing.
Cam. Oh, what the fuck? We were just starting to talk about how this could be good and was going to be good, and now we've got the weird cutaway. So we're not even showing what's going on in the ring or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, now we are, because we've got Cam. We had the Cam Hendricks Cam as he was FaceTiming Booker T, because that's how phones work, folks. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't know that if I hit FaceTime, it connects immediately to every screen that I'm around.
Right. I guess they're friends. Like, they're living it up. So let's go. If I make a small programming note due to Canada Day tomorrow, the state of wrestling will have a special Friday episode. There you go. Shout out Spaz or 10 Bones in the Bucket. Check out our buddy Spaz and Jake. Nothing but love. But yeah, lots going on. We're here Friday. We're here Thursday. We're here tomorrow. Lots coming your way, folks. Big shows. Summertime's a cooking.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be right
You've
back.
been watching Canada and the World Cup. At least answer the man before you leave.
I've watched a lot of the World Cup. I really have. I've been kind of pulled into it as one of the least favorite sports I played as a child. I just, it was different playing it, right? And so used to a different vibe. And it's a lot of running, and fuck, who wants to run? But I got pulled into this, and it's been good. I mean, Morocco, Canada, we are a heavy underdog. David versus Goliath in this one. Morocco puts out the Dutch. The Dutch had every chance to not get put out, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Paraguay upsets Germany. We'll see, man. I mean, lots in France looks good.
Every time you just say the Dutch, Austin Powers, the Dutch.
Well, the Dutch won. I was going to have to tape a line down the middle of the fucking house.
Oh, no,
Dutch versus Canada on Saturday would have been a tough day at the house.
Yeah, I had to imagine out there. Well, and even then, you were out there watching it. When we were watching it, what was it? It was a Saturday or was it Sunday?
Sunday. They scored the big epic goal and moved to the next round. So caught me popped live.
Yeah. Well, and it's still crazy to see all of this happening for the U.S. And I'm going to pivot and say this is why the NFL players should be playing on real grass, because FIFA showed up for the World Cup and everything and said, you will put grass in that stadium. And everybody said, yes, sir, right away, sir. Mm-hmm. And then the NFL players have been asking for it for so long.
Give it to the man.
Many non-contact injuries.
Yeah. How many blown out knees and ACLs, MCLs, PCLs, fucking Achilles? How many times do we got to watch guys burn out their legs because of fucking the turf?
Yeah, that's why I didn't
play soccer. It's not the same.
Yeah, no, yeah, call that running for me. The most I did was lacrosse, and that I was playing defense, so I only had to run a bit of the time.
Right, that's why I liked hockey. I could glide.
Yeah, I can't skate worth a damn. I was even the kid that was having the milk crate and everything, and would still fall down.
Right, jokes. That's adorable. But yeah, I mean, the soccer's been fun. I mean, the soccer's been fun. I mean, sports has been crazy. NHL's having one of their busiest, most insane off seasons they've had in a long time. Free agency kicks off tomorrow there. The Raptors are out reacquiring, Kawhi. Trades are happening left, right, and center. Big names are moving.
Portland's making all the moves. Minnesota's making moves out there. Miami made moves. Sammy out here. How do you two know anything about basketball? We do know other things besides wrestling.
Right.
I know clearly we're mainly supposed to be talking about wrestling, but we do know other things. We do live outside of the box.
And I mean, that morning loop is handy, folks.
I was always the kid that grew up, would stay up and you're flipping through the channels between Raw and SmackDown, and you throw a VHS tape in there to tape in case you miss anything, you fall asleep too. And then you're waking up early before the school bus shows up, and you get in the Sports Center top 10s to let you know what you're going to talk about on the school bus.
Right. But no, I mean, yeah.
Well, I've extended your pause here for a minute here.
I was like, don't let the complexion fool you. We can watch a little ball.
Well, Vlade Divac. I just always really like saying that name.
No.
Yeah, Canada making history with the World Cup, getting to the round of 16.
Yeah, I think the Americans game's coming up in the day or two where they'll get back in the mix and see if they can.
Allegedly, we just tossed the last one. You can have that. That ain't even what we mad at. We already knew we made it on, so we just took that game off. Allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, a couple teams put in their B squad and didn't really give a shit. So that's interesting for sure.
Cape Verde is still the fucking Sami Zayn of the World Cup.
Go! I want them to win so bad, as you guys got to take on Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Now I got to go back through and listen to the Animaniacs song to listen to where the fucking that is in the world up there.
That's the best.
The Mexico, Canada.
Happy Tuesday, folks. Welcome to the channel where you'll get everything from sports talk to cartoons. How can we go wrong?
Yeah, welcome. Brought to you by Yakko and Wacko out here.
Wait a minute. I forgot.
Yes.
The same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Try to take over the world.
Man, good reference. I like that.
KJ is just mad. LeBron owned Toronto for a decade.
Oof, it's true. I am a little playoff time, man. He was such a bitch.
Yeah, but think about it. Now you got Kawhi that's going to be out there with the miracle shots. But now, like Keyshawn's saying, you could get the super uber dark state team out here get LeBron James, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Anthony Davis is the alleged team that could be happening at Golden State.
See, that's where I wish Golden State had some balls and said, no, thanks.
Kevin Durant joined them right after he lost to them. So have no marbles.
No thanks. Again, the LeBron fans, look at LeBron single-handedly winning another championship with the fucking studs around him. Yeah, I got you.
Is Grant Hill chopped liver to you, Nick? Yes. No, I kid. He's one of those, I'm going to sound disrespectful and say he's like a Jamal Crawford kind of and everything, or Jerry Stackhouse, one of those guys that you really know the name, and he kind of did some things, and he was really cool, and you love playing with him on the 2K games, but in the great history of basketball and everything, his stature don't hang up there.
I mean, almost spot on with kind of how you broke it down of like, he's a name. We know him for sure. I just don't know if he ever peaked.
He's a bloody Divac. He's a bloody Divac.
What'd you call me?
What?
Kawhi. No, I'm so dumb.
That's a whole different meeting.
Yeah. I thought we just made a deal with a new phone company, but who knew? There you go. Oh, Galano versus Mason Rook. Suggestion, or did they suggest it?
Well, he's just saying that because they're both big body boys out there. Mason Rook very much got the Dewdrop attire. Poison Rana.
He does kind of look like Dewdrop. Oh, no cells. I mean, pretty good match.
It could have had him with the attire that he wore on the Indies, and it would have done him. It would have been better suited.
Yeah, I think. Oh my God, he kicked out.
Oh, did I get ahead of you?
The place popped.
Video watcher Mason can put down some plates at the Golden Corral.
Oh, for sure. I ain't hating on that.
We got a This Is Awesome chant. Yeah. So that's you document that. That's noted. That means it's official. This is awesome, right?
Oh,
isn't that how that works when it's other letters, right?
Right. As now Rook.
Oh.
Vanity Project.
Oh, backstabber.
And he's going to lose.
1, 2. Held down the foot, though. Held down the foot.
Oh, no. Come on.
But so now you've brought in Mason Rook.
Yeah.
And you had him lose twice. He lost for the number one contenders and everything. And then he loses here. You bring in Nakamura in his big match. versus Tony, he loses. Cam Hendrick feels like a fucking joke now at this point. Like, who that they've really brought up are you really behind right now? Are they burying their own talent as they bring them up?
The upper portion of the men's division, I'm a little like, this was a good match. It said this is awesome chant, but you set it up that now Rook's gonna battle the Vanity Project, which I mean I don't mind. Like the big burly guy, I mean those are the type of guys that would pick on him at college,
right?
You know, so I don't hate this booking, but you're right. Like I don't know where to feel with Cam. I'm not that into him yet. Evil to me a little lackluster. Tony as champ's been a little, what more we got, Tony? Your music's good. You look good. What more do we got?
Is he one of those that he's really great in the chase and you like that he won it and then they didn't follow? Oh, see, this is how you get everything back on Rook. He's putting everybody in check. See, they should do more chest puns with this man. And he should do more chest push-ups, but I digress. But like Nakamura losing, Evil already losing to Tony, especially when he's out there with a fucking he's Bandito more than Bandito with how much his face was covered in bandage.
Right. Is that Van Dux?
No, that's Tate Wilder and EK Prosper. we need the flashcards, the face cards.
I'm like, who's talking to EK right now? Like my role, like the Terminator.
That might be hey, we got a members only stream coming up. That might need to be a thing. Now it's going to be a cheating thing because one of us would have to know, pull up the pictures. But it's one of those of like, can you name this wrestler? And just the face, not the title card, anything.
Yeah, I literally had that like fucking Terminator fucking spin through the brain of just like click, 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 click. I know, don't recognize.
Yeah. Guess the wrestler by 10 seconds of their music. I'll just be like, dang.
Yeah, right. Oh man. I'll be right back now.
Yeah, I think that's the third time you've said that. As KJ. Nope. There we go. Well, yeah. KJ taking a pause for the cause. Hey, at least this time it didn't kick me instead of kicking him. But I'm in commercial break right now. So far, NXT has been interesting. I still think that they're very much trying to figure out what direction, what's going to stick here. What is going to be the kind of thing that they get behind and go with. It was Tony for a little bit of, he does the redemption arc. And I think that was to kind of get them to where they were going and wrap some stuff up. And now, do they go with some of the people that they brought in? They're still sticking with Tony. Are they going to bring in any more people? Like, does Enzo and Cash show up in NXT, or do they jump back to the main roster? Does the Mike Santana, if he's truly done with TNA and is going to WWE, does he do a stint in NXT? He's been there before. They know him. Or does he just jump up? That's going to be the thing. And we still don't even know, could you still get, there's the rumored Hiromu Takahashi allegedly had signed a while ago with Evil to WWE. So is he going to show up at any point in time? WWE's out there. I think they trademarked name. What was it? Baccarat or something like that? Not Baccarat, but something around that lines and that's where everybody kind of figured that's what they're going to end up calling Hiromu. No, I was thinking Werewolf, false to Boston. What? Don't feel bad, Boston. She got that, Paul. Oh, no. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They give all their talent to Raw and SmackDown. Well, they just did, but you do. This is always this is the weird situation that always, I think, happens when it comes to NXT. And it's always going to be a question because it's so still undecided. Like, there is no true right answer to this, I feel. Is NXT developmental or is it a third brand? For everybody that gets called up, like Oba Femi had to start off in NXT at some point before he moved up. Same thing with Trick, same thing with Javon, etc. So they did have to start somewhere, but they also do move up. And then that kind of puts the whole brand, if it's a brand, in reset. So that's where it is. the line of, is it developmental? Is it a third brand? They treat it as both. So it is that, like, there's no wrong answer to me with that. So I expect with the call-ups that they just kind of had of the fucking blue chip talent call-ups that they just had there, that they're going to have a little bit to where they have to try and figure out what's catching, where we going here with any of this. I get that, because the big question to me is, do they know when people are going to get called up? Because do you not have a backup plan for when they do? Or is it just all spontaneous? Is it all just, well, now they just managed to get over enough, so we're moving them on that way? Or somebody got hurt, so we got to move them? Because that was, wasn't that the issue with Triple H before when he was running NXT? Excuse me, solely of that. Vince would randomly, like, call him and just be like, hey, I need so-and-so, like, tomorrow for Monday Night Raw. That kind of vibe. As we're getting the advertisement for Saturday's main event at Madison Square Garden, which rumored match of, I know KJ very much last night mentioned about, oh, hi, Jada. Callie, God damn it. Sorry. Mea culpa. Callie, how you doing? And I was at least close with some of the letters. But that KJ mentioned about, like, a Dom Danhausen match. Allegedly, right now, the match that's about to happen for Saturday's main event is going to be Danhausen versus JD McDonough. So we could see Danhausen in action. We could see Hausen in the Hausen. Which Danhausen getting a reaction in Madison Square Garden is, I hadn't even thought of that. Danhausen getting a reaction in Madison Square Garden after the Knicks have won the NBA championship. That he's going to get some goddamn Obafemi shit out there. But why though? But how you know? Because I'm getting EK Prosper out here. That's right, Kaylee. What you got to do to get a match? Well, I mean, there's only so many hours in the day, and that's why, again, you got to, I think, keep your rosters. So you have to keep all the gears turning at the same time, but you also can't overinflate and over exaggerate your rosters out there. So it's going to be Carver versus EK because Carver took out Vikingo, who was about to be his opponent. So, where is it? Kind of still good. Still good. It's a little halfway. It's still good, but yeah, no, it was supposed to happen. But during the show so Keanu took out Vikingo in the back. Allegedly, it's because he's legit injured and everything. And you had even had him get involved. So the replaying where he got involved with Hank and Tank. And throwing Hank through the table. Keanu for the win. Yes, folks, let me know who you got for this win. Kaylee and Layla had a match against Lyra and Bailey on main event, and they did a hell of a job. There you go. Boston, MDB, I must be a jokester. Oh, I may be. All right. Fair enough. I don't even know what we were going on about, but we're underway with this match right now, folks. There's got to be Keanu Carver, right? Is he a guy that still could end up, NXT North American champion? Does he ever get into that point to where sooner rather than later he's in that world title picture? Because the world title picture to me seems so wide open. Every division, honestly, in NXT right now seems incredibly wide open. I know we've got the 4 lifeys coming up for Booker of the Year in an order of a top 3: gold, silver, bronze. Does Triple H go up top because of everything with, Oba, with Sammy, with the bloodline, with this, with that? Or is he taking a back seat to, Taker, Jeremy Borash, they both work together on this. Of Grande, of everything going on in AAA. Where's Sean? Is Sean sitting in the catbird seat out there in like a silver spot? Because I mean, he's still kind of moving and grooving with everything, but up and over. I still make fun of Mason Rook, though. Fair enough. Timu Femi, nah. It is interesting though with Keanu Carver, and they have very much. If you've and EK's up over. If anybody's watched any bit of LFG and everything, of that they've played into, I think on NXT of how he's kind of came across as like he's got an attitude problem one way or another. Like he may have legit or not legit had an attitude problem, but they've done it across not just NXT. Keanu wrestles too wild for me. Well, that's a bit of it. He's got that. Is he a bit more 5-star or Frog Splash? I almost called it the 5-star, but that's not an RVD thing. Does Keanu have a bit more of, say, like a Marcus Corvon in him and everything? Like if he was out here more, he's more hitting the pounce and everything. Like he's got that, not exactly polished. Like he just looks like he's just hooking you kind of vibe. Nick, you're our book of the year. What are we talking about? Somebody then be out here paying me. I mean, allegedly I'm, a sicko, I'm corporate, I'm a shill, I'm here, I'm there, I work for here, I work for there. But no, let's get us out there on that creative team, even if it's out there in TNA, they need, something. TNA needs some creative help, and I'm glad that they're getting Road Dogg actually out there. And I think, honestly, with SmackDown, do we all kind of owe Road Dogg an apology? A little bit. Give the Undertaker his flowers. This is double entendre. Well, there you go. Even with Peros, the faction out there and everything, everybody's crediting Borash for that. So don't forget Borash is out there, and Borash was kind of a bit out there when TNA was kind of hitting a bit of their primal stroke there. Pause. But I'm in picture, so I will remind everybody, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Have Wednesday night tomorrow popping off Dynamite, which don't miss. I know we're going live at 7:45. Make sure you're here for 7:45. We try and 100% right on time out here, because the first match of Dynamite is going to be MJF defending the world title against Mark Briscoe, because we know that that's always worked out so well when the opening match is getting a world title. But beyond that, even that we're going to go right into it after Forbidden Door. Could they do they try and follow suit because of the reaction to Sammy winning? They just did it with Darby. Do they do it again? Do they run it back with Mark Briscoe? And now we get a 2-week reign, or all the way to redemption, of Mark Briscoe as your AEW World Champion. And I'm not trying to fucking poo-poo or foo-foo on Mark Briscoe, but MJF and Ospreay is going to be your main event of All In. You need to start getting to it. You have damn near just about as much time as we're about to get with Roman versus Seth, which I assume will be probably the main event of night 2 for SummerSlam. And they have you on the whole fucking story gimmick by about 14 years or so. So you really need to kind of lock in, I think, if you're AEW, on MJF versus Ospreay. So I'm hoping it's a good match. It's a quick match, and we get an MJF retention. But you're telling me the co-main of Forbidden Door results in the opening match for Dynamite in 5 days' time? Bad. Hashtag Nickstradamus. No, that's gimmick infringement from the channel before. Shout out Cliff Stradamus, if anyone remembers this. I'm getting a replay of Keanu just tossing Prosper. Mark is going to be used in a sympathy towards Will's title chase at All In. Landy 2K, yeah. Well, so I think we're going to get, obviously, Mark versus MJF tomorrow. And then I think we're going to go into Andrade versus MJF at Redemption, into the Ospreay versus MJF match at All In. Hi, welcome back.
Hi. Yeah, we're getting a Briscoe nothing. We're getting a Briscoe nothing throwaway match tomorrow. It means nothing. It's a speed bump. It's in the way. There's no 0% chance Briscoe wins the title. Zero.
There's never a zero. There's never a zero with Tony Khan. There's never a zero with Tony Khan. That's why Penta don't work there anymore. That's why Zero Merdo don't go there no more.
Zero.
You don't think that there's the potential that I'm scared by it. It keeps me up at night. I'm like the kid, the meme of the dude of, I don't know what it is, but it haunts me and everything. That's my sleep paralysis demon, is the idea that they counter book and they kind of go against of how Sammy got the, title win on Saturday. They reactionary book and go their babyface guy, because they already pulled the trigger on Darby and they give it to Briscoe. Win one for the Gipper.
Yeah, not really. It's kind of shooting yourself in the foot. It's a silly booking decision. And this idea
I'm
for those
saying that it isn't.
No. For those out there who are saying that it's a good idea. Listen, if you feel like the WWE copied you by giving Sammy the belt because you gave Darby the belt, then you won. They copied you. You don't do it again. Like we already learned. And like you said, they got to really start focusing on Ospreay and MJF. You got Briscoe, you got Andrade. Like, when are we going to get to Ospreay MJF? When does that matter? When is it actually coming? Like, when are they going to get to it?
Well, and as EK's
2
going
weeks
up
before?
Here, well, leg drop. As much as we've had the conversation about Brock and Oba, and we were having that conversation with Will and MJF, the other big blockbuster that's going to be out there of Roman versus Seth, you've got about as much time as you do to build MJF, Ospreay, and Seth Roman, and they've got you in about a 13 to 14 year fucking story head start. So you really need to, if that's going to be your biggest show of the year, if you're going to show that you're going to be able to be a counter program in the US to their Saudi Mania, then you've got to nail this. This is your biggest show of the year. This is all in is Tony All In on 2026.
Oh, Tank takes out
Carver. Taking out Keanu. They show the replay from the Bash party. Keanu took out Hank. He's like, I don't know what happened, but right in front of the ref.
It wasn't me.
But I caught him in the barricade. Wasn't me. You put him through the table. Wasn't me. You hit him with the belt. Wasn't me. You did it once over. Wasn't me.
I like Tears. Lady 2K, what is up?
What up?
I don't mind Oba not going for the world title. Already feel like that could be better stories sometime down the line. And I'm tired of NXT people getting called up at winning the title, then getting lost. Valid points. As EK gets the win thanks to Tank.
Now, though, with Oba winning the King of the Ring and not cashing in the challenge and everything like that, why'd you have him win the King of the Ring when the guy who's challenging Roman already lost the King of the Ring? You could have just done it that way, and everybody would have still been fine and happy.
Yeah, but look how over Oba is, and going through to winning the King of the Ring only makes him bigger, and now he's the King of the Ring, and he's so big, he chooses to put the title shot. He never said, I'm never going to get a title shot. He's just, I'm going to deal with
he did the exact opposite and said that title's always going to be there.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, again, if he said, I don't care about the crown and threw it on the ground and moved on, fine. But it's just this, it's not the mega rocket that we talked about with him doing double billing and beating both and but it's still, they've got a rocket strapped to him. This doesn't hurt his momentum. The only people that are going to whine about this are trolly little internet people.
No.
He's fine with what he's doing, and this Brock thing is a bigger match, to be honest, at this moment. There's
I
the crew.
concede half your point. Straight out of Calgary.
Nikita and Carmen. Let's go.
Straight out of the dungeon out here. Jesus Christ. This is
someone else.
When you're on it, like when you're playing with your group of friends online and you all decide you're gonna have like custom pins and shit like that and everything.
We're gonna get Kendall and Natty. That's gonna be a really good wrestling match.
It's gonna be a good women's technical match.
It's going to be a really good wrestling match.
It has the potential to be really fucking good. Yeah, I just don't want to get too excited.
Yeah, I'm with MDB. Oba should call his shot, and that's fair.
But, well, that's the thing is with the whole Oba thing, I'm not saying that, like, it's not just, internet trolls that are going to say that there's questions to it, as I got Jada coming out right now. So I might have to step away being hot and bothered. And hopefully, if I'm not here, maybe she'll win.
Maybe.
But Oba challenging Brock, we're super excited for.
Yes.
So I can't complain about that.
Yes.
Him winning the King of the Ring, I can at least at minimal question that. Seth challenging Roman, just let me finish. Seth challenging Roman, I think, is still solid. It's a an amazing match, and I want to see that story pay off. But I can still question, like, but he already lost to the King of the Ring, the guy who won the King of the Ring. Like, you can still question it a little bit, but still enjoy what they gave you.
But nobody else winning was going to go after Roman either, so they just die. Oba won't die. Like, think about it. Okay, let's say Oba isn't the guy. Who wins the King, and what do they do? Maybe Seth should have won the King of the Ring, is what you're saying?
That's about what I've said. I still like that. I still like that. Probably when you get to WrestleMania time, when Oba probably actually challenges for a world title, he'll have a fucking accolade for a year that no one else could ever match. I retired Brock Lesnar from WrestleMania to WrestleMania. I retired Brock Lesnar. I won King of the Ring. I probably won Royal Rumble after I beat Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell in his hometown and sent him back to Saskatchewan and everything. I get fully that he will have the biggest accolades, and that's why I was even out there double pitching for him and everything. Thinking he could do Shohei Ohtani. He can pitch and swing. Pause. But I like what they gave me. But I do still you have to at least admit there are some flaws in maybe how they could have gotten there.
Just explained it perfectly. And I mean, I think, no, I mean, yes, they could have, should have, like, there's could have, should have on every single decision. My point is the people getting upset about it and act like this detracts in some way. Again, they don't have an alternative that makes sense.
I'm not even saying it detracts. I'm saying that still at least there's a question of there.
Okay, but what's the and? The answer is we're good moving forward. Like, I don't get,
but like, it's still is it the best? It's good, but is it the best? This is
what would have been better?
It's like with the AEW fan a little bit of it. I can say it's good, but I can't say it's great.
Why not? I thought it was great, and why couldn't you? What makes it better? Nobody has the answer to what they would do instead. They're just like, I wouldn't have done this.
Seth wins King of the Ring. Does that?
I don't know how much people would have liked that. I think it's better for Oba to win the King of the Ring than Seth Rollins right now. And Oba will get to call his shot, which I think he earns. And I agree with MDB.
I'll admit, I'm more of halfway love it because of the discussion and the debate and everything. I'll admit that I can't fully say you're wrong. Oba winning it, like I just said, he's got the biggest resume you could have going from WrestleMania to a WrestleMania. Who else can say that they went on that type of a run?
Triple E.
But how do you know?
How do you know, right? Triple E needs a weekly TV deal on YouTube. Aren't they weekly every Saturday on YouTube?
I genuinely don't know.
Men's King in the Ring, Oba wins. Yeah, we've talked about this. I mean, again, it's not going to change the fact. And if anyone can offer me a better, like, well, if they would have done this, it's better, KJ. But whoever won is not taking Seth's spot. You had to finish off Seth and Braun, so that got finished off with a bow on it. There's no alternative that anyone has
Wouldn't
to
it have been
offer.
just an easier way to get to where you got?
No, because the point is we're building the resume Obafemi. Oba got his King of the Ring moment. He got the crown. He got to stand there. He got to cut the promo. Like it makes him bigger and bigger. So to me, that I'm perfectly fine with him winning it.
But you don't. So you can't fathom that why that might be a questionable thing of that he won it and then turns around and forgoes it. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying you can't see it from the other side.
But what would have been better is my argument to the other side.
Like I said, Seth wins it, and then you just get to where you're going. You still get where you're going. Did we need to take the detour of Oba wins, or could we just gotten where we were going?
And then what do you do with Oba in the meantime when that's not?
Oba jumps Brock. How many times? Brock jumps Oba. How many times? We had 3 to 4 every round on Oba more than you wanted on Brock was going to jump him.
Seth's got his accolades. Seth doesn't need to win a King of the Ring.
Yes, but
Oba needs it.
I still love the story.
Why do you need it?
You're making me agree with you. I love the story of Seth versus Roman because even Roman now actually feels vulnerable of I need to beat you. But I would have loved it a little bit if they would have gotten there outside of just. Well, I've been calling you out before. Now he's the one of I worked to get my shot back at you because I scratched and clawed of you, brother. We need to finish this. If this is Scar Mufasa, and Mufasa or Scar, whichever one you want to take, who's got to crawl to get back to the other one.
Yeah, I got no problem. Like people get very rigid about things, but I got no problem with Oba saying, "Listen, I was planning to take on a champion, but this guy just came and kicked me in the nuts. So can I fight him instead?" And I'll take care of my title shot. Don't worry, I'll be the only guy eligible for a title shot in the future. But I think that I wouldn't give Seth Rollins the King of the Ring over Oba at this time in history. Let him win everything he can, man.
Like I said, I'm not saying you're fully wrong. I'm just saying there is the possibility of a counter argument, and I'm gonna counter away.
No, this is now a 4-lady. You go on your pause. But it's now a 4-lady faction, so they are building something. And this has been rumored to end up on the main roster with the low-key legend and her future legends.
Are they counter-booking me of a faction and Nikita Lyons taking on Jada Parker?
Right, as Carmen Petrovich.
I need to run away to make sure that Jada wins. I'll be back, sir.
Let's go. I hate the stupid background odd reaction. It's like an overacting. It's very after school special infomercial. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah, it's just the over expressing. Put the brains in the airplane mode when it comes to then go ahead. I'm going to criticize the clear booking mistake. So correct the mistake. Nobody has anything. What is okay? Great. Oba's the bad choice. Oba should not one of the King of the Ring. Fine, I agree with you. That they fucked up. Then what? And I don't think. Oh well, give Seth another one. Why? I mean, we can get to Seth and Roman easily. And again, I don't think they came out net positive, 100% net positive. So even if maybe they could do something else. This is a net positive. All 3 scenarios are good to go. So I really think when 3 things go right and feel really good and really strong, let's ignore the one thing that maybe you didn't love. Maybe. I don't know. But let's, or we can criticize and whine, but have no solution. There's no, I just didn't like it, KJ. Okay, great. Then what? Yeah, see, I still got you. Let's go. You mean to tell me the ruler made up his own rules? Say it ain't so. Listen, I didn't expect it. But we've been asking them, give us shit we don't expect. So here we are. I'm surprised they did it this way. I really am. But the way it all turned out, truthfully, is what's the alternative? Javon wins it? No. Who? Who was going to win the King of the Ring? Jey Uso winning would have melted people's head. You couldn't do Jey. So why not Oba? And again, it's resume building. And I love the fact that he said, no, I'm going to go kick his ass. Sorry, that's more important. Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell. I'm going to go retire this man. I'm going to go change his career to retired again, and I'll be back. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a big mistake. Triple A is a weekly show every Saturday. I thought so. I'm starting to question Nick's responses to predictions. It's like he got some inside information. From who? From Meltzer? The shit actually has to like come to fruition. I mean, it is kind of awkward that Seth is challenging him and he lost the King of the Ring match. Who lost the King of the Ring match? Seth won. Right? Seth beat Braun. And then now that that's done, he moved on after getting a big win in a cage match. Now he goes after Roman, right? They Brock screw over Oba and Jay wins. Jay calls out. Yep, see? Now, I appreciate what you say here. And I'm not saying that's bad. But I guarantee you more people would hate that outcome than dislike the current situation we're in. I really do. Come on, we know how everyone feels about Jay. If Jay had won for any reason, it wouldn't have been a good feeling for the internet. I really don't think that. There you go. And he went to the boss. Like they showed it on screen. Hey, man, I'm going to move. I don't want that right now. I want to deal with this. So they gave you the interaction. So they're telling the story at least. By the way, Carmen and Jade are throwing. It's a good match. It's plain and simple. I felt like you were singing a song. The contractual rules is the winner of the King of the Ring gets title shot at SummerSlam, but 2026, we've now deviated from that. Okay. Now, that is true. However, is it not, are we, can we not have an exception? As Jada gets the pin. Wow. Jada staring down Natty and gets the win over Carmen. I agree. I mean, that is there. I think if they just do it, then we got questions. For Brock to come out, kick Oba the way he did, F5 him again, Oba goes to the back, says to Pierce, I don't want the title shot right now. I want Brock. I mean, that ties that up for me. And I can see in a world when you want some spontaneity, that is a way to do it. I mean, it's not like we didn't follow the breadcrumbs to get to the gingerbread house. Grandma, put the children away. It's getting messy. Who will win? Well, it was Parker. Parker needed that W, and her rivalry with Natty's new crew is interesting. It's Tatum and Shiloh in the back. How we doing on a Tuesday, folks? Don't forget, we're back tomorrow, Wednesday, 7:45. We go live for Dynamite. Looking forward to this one. The fallout from Forbidden Door. What will it look like? Where will they go? What plan does TK have for us? Thursday, we're here at 8:45. We got Impact. Friday, we have SmackDown 7:30. Remember, no SmackDown spoilers. Yes, they did pre-record this one so people could have time off for the American holiday. We are doing a members only on Sunday, a program I know here on the channel. We're going to do the award show this weekend. It's just not going to work out with everything else we have going on. So we're going to do a members only on Sunday. That will probably go up tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. And then the following week, we're going to do the award show. So we need a little more time to get our shit together on the award show. It's a lot of moving parts, a lot of visuals, a lot of votes, a lot of shit. So we need a little more time coming out of the marathon weekend. But we will do a live stream Sunday evening for our beloved members out there. If you're not a member, become a member. And thank you for supporting the channel. Carmen P versus Jada. Let mac and cheese, yeah. Let's go.
Yum yums.
There we go. Oba does what he wants, just like Brock also had no issue with Oba did. LOL, Brock. Oba, Brock, Hell in a Cell. Come on. Now I'm here for it. And that's a good argument, right? Like, if you are the next big thing, or if you are in the model of exactly who you're up against, then you kind of have that. As we got one-eyed Tony in the house. Jada Parker got that one. Let's roll. How's everyone doing? Super chat. Here's my take on Oba winning the King of the Ring. We had to win to have the chance for the gold in his hand to make setting aside the... Yes! Spazzer! Bro, me and you got to have a powwow. I mean, we're on the same wavelength. I like it. Also, I was hoping for Theory, right? Shh, don't say that name. But yeah, no, I agree. Like, I mean, when the good guy has to sacrifice something, it helps tell the story. And I don't know, is it just going that kind of shit, Spaz? Is it going over people's heads? Are they too microscoped on every little detail? They can't see the forest for the trees, if you will. Is that part of it? Like, you explain it perfectly here, right? And I like it. That makes complete and total sense. I think it does. So yeah, you might question it, but I think that's a phenomenal answer. Right? Plus, when everyone thinks Oba's going left, he ended up going right. And I've demanded, I've begged for that to come to fruition. Fun match, a pretty good match overall. I like that they're doing this little thing. I'm curious what Natty and this group's going to do, if anything. But Jada, it's helping build Jada up. It's giving her a real good opponent. Layla is out of place. Yeah, Layla, try to get used to Layla. She kind of came out of left field. Jokes. Fun match. Tater Doll. I personally just can't look past 2 months them saying winning goes to face the champion and choosing. But they told you why that's not like honestly, in all fairness, my guy, it almost sounds like a spoiled child. But you said SummerSlam, but Oba said not SummerSlam. So like they told you why. They gave you a story to why, and part of it was the misdirection of it all because we were all scratching our head. Why wasn't Brock at King of the Ring? Why didn't Brock cost Oba the King of the Ring? Like you, I said it many times, but we pivot, and I think as long as they explain why and make it reasonable and rational why they are going a new direction, I have no problem with it. Both things can work. But this idea of but they said, okay. But now this is where the story goes. It twists and turns. Like any good show, any good movie, we need some plot twists. We need some M. Night Shyamalan up in here. Shyamalan ding dong. I was thinking MDB, like maybe you should in a group. Definitely at a place. So we're going back to Layla. Okay, cool. Nair, let's go. Let's get digital. That's adorable. Speaking of adorable.
Is this when you play the sound clip? Play the sound clip.
I was almost like, I wish he said digital. That would have been perfect. But where?
Oh,
there it is.
Physical. Yeah, well, I guess we're out here, getting into that physical context where, hitting each other against the boards out here with this whole conversation of, I have just at least, like, can you at least admit that it's a fun conversation? Like, I can fully see your point and everything. Mm-hmm. I just like that it's a discussion point and that there is a valid argument to an extent. I'll even concede that, Your Honor, that there is a valid point on either side that is a worthy discussion to be had.
And I agree with you, and I love the discussion. Like,
Spaz's comment probably nailed it perfectly. Like, that's kind of like, shit, you called the witness to the stand when I was on a fucking break out there.
Yeah, like, I know, and again, Boston has one good argument, and it's not a bad argument at all. Like, I don't feel like we should get stuck. If it's
not the end, it goes back to that whole conversation. Like, we even had talked about it, and I know we had even, I think, had it as a clip or anything. That not all of wrestling is do or fucking die. Like, yes, Oba won King of the Ring. I'm still not really mad that he's taken on Brock at Hell in a Cell, and Heyman sat there was selling Pierce of saying that you being a fool to let this match. Imagine how this would make you look. You just got handed $1 million in your pocket and just said, nah, you can have that.
Yeah, and for all the bad booking and all the bad decisions and all the things that leave us scratching
it's
our
unpredictable as shit.
No, for sure. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, I think this is a minor, a minor thing as far as I think at the end of the day, the ends justify the means. Could it have been a bit cleaner? Could they have got another way there? Maybe. Would it have made it better? We don't know. We'll never know. But ultimately, where we've ended up is pretty good. And we're still going to get an Oba match for a title somewhere after that. So that's good news for everybody. Everyone should be pretty pumped.
As Tavion and Miles. This is, again, you can see how there's nothing beyond like a certain part. Like there's no actual ceilings. You know this is a set. Which is terrible framing. And it looks like if you've ever been in one of like a dorm or anything like that, to where you all have like a common meeting area, that's what that looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, and it's the same few places each time. We've
been missing Tony's Olive Garden.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of talking about this whole Oba thing. Like to me, with NXT, we kind of know that it's there and we've accepted it. It's okay. It's not like we can't get hung up on it. We'll just let them have that.
Kano D'Angelo coming out right now.
Right. So if the next year's Royal Rumble puts a shot at Mania on the back burner, does that make sense to you? If they explain it. I think we're ignoring the fact that as long anything can happen in wrestling, anything can happen on your favorite weekly show, zombies can pop out of the earth. Like,
no,
this shit can happen, right? Like,
no,
if it happened to me, it could happen to you. But
fucking Rick Grimes out there? What?
As long as they explain it, Boston. So yeah, if the guy won the Royal Rumble and there was an angle or a story, and he said, "I can't fight at Mania," or "I'm gonna," even if
Mania is still one thing though. Mania like versus SummerSlam.
Yes.
That's like I can't coach. I got to go in my Pee Wee tournament versus the Super Bowl. I got to go. This guy challenged me to a game of pool, and I got to prove to him I'm a better pool player than him, than my match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, you wouldn't. Again, Mania makes it harder of an argument because it's such an no one's given it. It's more than just the title shot when it comes to Mania. As we do have Tony D. I just think as long like in wrestling, if you're telling a story, like plots change. And like this idea that, well, they said this, so they have to do it, doesn't exist in any of this fictitious world. Because again, we're following along here.
Logic is still a thing, but they did also give themselves an out because everything with Heyman and Oba, I will give you that. And even Pierce confirmed with Oba, you know what you're giving up. The title will always be there.
They did that on purpose, right?
Yes. Oh, that's where you get your out. That's where that's okay.
Yes.
That's where you get your explanation out of there. And you only get a few of them, and they did this well because it justifies it. I would have maybe liked to have seen a last man standing versus a Hell in a Cell, but I digress.
Really?
Put the man down. 2 warriors enter. 1 warrior leaves standing.
Hell in a Cell, and even then we're like,
no, I get it. No, I get because of the gimmick and everything. Yeah, I know.
But
go ahead.
No, I mean, and I agree. Like if they hadn't done that scene, that moment, that spot where they built up why Oba was so mad, I would kind of agree with Boston of like, that's really weird. Like we're just going to pivot hard. But they like, to me, I watched that story play out and I get it. Like, and then I think Spaz nailed it. I think MDB started it off and Spaz came over the top, and that's exactly how they did it. And that's exactly why they did it. And we see it all play out. And to me, I think some fans are missing that point. They're looking at point A and point B. They're not looking at anything in between on how we got to point A or point B. They're just like, this happened, so this should happen.
We already expected we were going to get Brock to show up and cost Oba, so we were already going to get this match in one way or another. We all kind of thought it was going to be there. We still got there. Now it's just interesting that they did us everything to sell us that we weren't going to get there to still get there. I'm going to drive 10 miles in the wrong direction to go and back the other way.
Okay. So Tony D cuts a promo, sends a strong message to whoever, to nobody.
Should Tony really be winning
He's gonna get jumped.
Two-faced out here? He's got a whole
Oh, never mind.
Kendall.
Here comes Kendall Gray.
Is she already a better champion than Tony on this brand?
Tony's not really pulling me in. I'm struggling a little here with Tony.
Well, again, I was saying he mopped the floor clean with Nakara while he had half a face. One punch should have sat that man.
He did get jumped. Position. I was wrong. I was right, but then I was wrong. Then I was right again. It happened. Evil's here.
Did he just miss him too? We missed the mist because he's bleeding from the mouth. Yeah, we missed the mist.
We missed the mist. They must have missed him in the back. Pause. Sheamus won Money in the Bank and cashed in for the IC title. Nobody would complain because the story.
What are you talking about? Everybody complained about that. Everybody complained about that. Why the fuck you lying? Everybody didn't like that. Nobody liked that. It never even happened.
He said if.
Oh, I thought you said whatever.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, I mean, again, Spaz, I'm with you on this one as far as I think as long as you tell the story and it's coherent and it connects, you can kind of go there. And I agree, but I get it.
I just like the conversation. Because I'm not mad at the end result. I'm not mad at the end result. I may just question how you cook the dish, but I'm not mad at what you made.
Yeah, I think that's part of it for me, right? To me, it comes out a net positive. Seth, Roman, great. People are pumped. Oba, Brock, Cage, pumped. Or Cell, pumped, either way. And even what we're doing, we still have other things up in the air. So I think we're okay. Like, it feels the situation worked out, and everyone's going to get a dance partner here.
Fair enough. Well, Boston's trying a rebuttal so here's my rebuttal to that. Why does it have to be at SummerSlam? If Oba already has a match at SummerSlam for a title, why can't they do the match another light? Logic ain't working for me still.
Because that's against his own logic, because you said they told us it was going to be at SummerSlam, so they're adhering to the rule. And in order to adhere to that rule, then Oba has to say that that's where you get that moment of like, are you sure you want to change this? I mean,
we could have done this at Saturday Night's Main Event.
We're really going to do Brock Oba in a Hell in a Cell anywhere but SummerSlam in Minnesota.
I mean, it'll put asses in seats. Tony Schiavone.
To me, like I said, I liked how Spaz explained. He won this big thing. It's a big resume moment. And when it was his time to cash in, he ends up being so taken over by the Brock situation that, yeah, he puts his personal gain aside for vengeance. Vengeance be damned.
Tony D looks like an Italian troll doll. That's not nice. We missed the mist on the lips.
Right on the lips.
Here's where I meet you in the middle, KJ, on this, KJ. If Adam Pearce told Oba, well, if you're going to give up your title shot to do this, it's going to someone else, then I'd be on board. He did all but say it's going to someone else. And I think he kind of did because it went to Seth Rollins to an extent.
Yeah.
Like I'm playing all sides on this. I cannot lose because I play all sides.
It's actually a fun conversation in the sense of like I actually appreciate both sides and
that's really what I wanted to know. That makes me happier. I just needed you to know that. I needed you to acknowledge that there is another side.
Right, everyone's feeling that good juju, the kumbaya.
Well, it's again of. I know Spaz loves his tribals and everything, and certain other people do and everything. And then you got certain people that are ride or dies and everything. We've talked about how good, let them fight. But at the same time, we're wrestling fans, so I enjoy having the conversation, be able to actually come at it from every side, and every side makes sense. You're not just like, well, you're fucking stupid. No, it's like, well, they said this, but they didn't do it. But they explained why they didn't do it.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Boston. I misunderstood your point there. Yeah, I don't think he should lose his title altogether. But even if you did, I think with Oba being Oba, fine, take my title shot. I'll just earn another one, and then he has to win. Then next year he wins the Rumble. There you go. Problem solved.
This year, well, again, we talked about it as they replayed the mist. They made sure we didn't miss the mist. But I could see if Oba has the resume from WrestleMania to WrestleMania of I retired Brock Lesnar, I won King of the Ring, I won the Royal Rumble, I beat Brock Lesnar and sent him packing again in a Hell in a Cell, I forego the title shot because I took him out and everything, and then goes on to challenge Roman, is WrestleMania 43 where you could actually see Oba be world champ. Like if Oba was to go for a world title right now, does he win? Does he not win? And if he doesn't win, how many people crash out?
Well, that's one of the things that you and I have been discussing lately. If he went after Roman, you felt like maybe he could lose.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think he loses. If you don't go to the tribal chief on the first strike, you win. No.
Number one contender match next Tuesday. Kendall versus Natty next Tuesday. I'm in. I'll take that.
There you go. But so they're stacking up these weekly shows, I think, to try and figure out where they're going to go for the rest of the shows.
Well, yeah, I think we're in this shuffle mode right now with NXT, and I'll admit, like, I'm not as drawn. That's what allows us to talk so much about Brock and other things is they're not cutting me off. They're not pulling me out of the conversation to go, oh my God, look at this. I don't dislike the show. I'm not like, oh my God. But at the same time, I'm not totally captivated the new booking. Yeah. It's going to take a little bit of work here, a little massaging, if you will.
Pause. As Tatum out here right now.
Mr. Meaty.
Whoa.
Oh, we're going to move on from that video watch. Thank you. I thought Carmen Petrovich was supposed to get a match tonight. That she lost.
She was there. It was there and then it wasn't.
He's like,
they would not even pull up the slide for it.
Yeah,
it was there.
Right.
Well, and finally, Jada actually got a win. Is Jada treading water in NXT? I'm starting to get very nervous about. I get how good Jada is.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to get nervous of she takes a lot of L's, and I think they oversell themselves on how many L's she can take and still be good. Pause.
I think it's growing pains to be. I'm not that concerned about Jada. I think
she's taking a lot in a row, though.
Well, she just got to win tonight to say sorry for the last couple. She got one.
Well, Io won a whole fucking tournament. What was he talking about?
Wait, what?
Io won a whole tournament to make good on taking losses out there. Jada only wins one match, and we're good. Oh. That makes it up for months of booking.
What? So now Jada's supposed to win the Queen of the
Ring. Everybody got to win a tournament. Everybody help in the videos.
Right. As 4 women will be in the number one contendership. But we got Kendall on the outside, Tatum, and Kalani, who will be number one contender?
But she's taking on Natty? Huh?
She's taking on Natty next Tuesday.
I understood. But still, so is this to see who might take on Natty or?
I might have made the contender thing up, but she's at ringside, so I feel like there's implication.
The implications.
Right.
Tatum or Kalani, who wins? KJ, do you think Bayley is a WWE lifer, or could she actually be on her way out? I've seen people rumor that this is her putting over Lyra before she's on her way out.
Listen, I think.
Did you just say fine? Did you just say fine?
That's fine. I'm glad that she did. I listen. I like Bayley, I guess, at times, but I think she's been great in the ring for her career. The AEW could use her. And Tony, everyone knows the TK retirement fund. You get to the end of your career where, the WWE starts paying you less and giving you a pay cut, and then Tony gives you 4 times that, and life's good again. So we're good.
Could use her, should, but would. I don't know.
She's in a tough spot.
Well, even if she goes to AEW, does she just get the Monet easy access, early access to Tony Khan's, front rows and everything?
You got to push her.
They even teased of Bailey versus her at Wrestle Dream and everything. I'm not opposed to it because I love Bailey and I want to see her used properly. I just wonder. I don't know if she's going to get used properly either way. That's the thing I'm scared about. Right. Is WWE, I don't know, and AEW doesn't have a good track record. Tatum, of Ken Morrison's wife there, and
Taya,
Ken Perazzo and everything like that. Very much are shining examples of came over here and didn't get used well.
I'd imagine Bailey gets treated different because she's got to come in as royalty because she's instantly the best wrestler.
Monet.
Like
but Britt Baker's still sitting on a fucking sideline.
She might
actually used in a pre-show.
She might actually be like the best overall wrestler in the company if she signs there, bell to bell.
Yam to yam, I'll give you that. Yum to yum, I'll give you that.
But I think you get her in there, you get her right to the top, you run a program with her and Sasha, you let that run for like 8, 9, 10 months. You milk that for as much as you can. But I think Bailey would help AEW so much.
Do you start off with them as enemies, or you start off as them probably as friends?
Friends, probably.
Yeah.
You pay for the pop, right?
Well, but that also depends because is Monet heel or is she babyface? Like Monet's actually gotten better received on the rebound than the initial jump shot.
Yeah, she even myself gave her a compliment a couple weeks in a row now. So hey, big things.
Yeah, and we're not talking just about Yamala,
right?
But I'm a picture in picture as. Oh, Tatum, this is
all over Tatum.
Oh, that's really maybe not actually okay. They're still playing into it, so I'm like, but Tatum missed a wheeling and spin kick into a turnbuckle and instantly started grabbing her ankle.
Right,
and it looked like, oh, this might be real.
Right? Why is KJ reading like Ron Burgundy? A big fan, and probably because sometimes the letters are blurry. Now we have to share with everybody.
He needs glasses, folks. Make sure you give us those super chats, those super stickers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to help out Mr. Magoo over here. No, but the vitamins sometimes make the words enhanced or dehanced, if that's the term.
It's the fuzzy edges. They blur together.
The fuzzy edges.
Something's happening at the announce table. I think Kendall's over there. Callie Armstrong, leg strong, body strong, all strong. Head to toe strong. I'm strong.
Because I'm long and I'm strong and I'm down to get the friction on.
Sick WWE have Kendall get attacked by Callie during a commercial. So much so that I missed it.
Don't worry. We all missed it. Well, the chat didn't miss it, but fucking... we've had this before. Didn't we just have this with Dynamite during picture in picture to where they sat there and they called the match off because of doctor stoppage and everything? It was this big.
It was this big.
They called it off with the doctor stoppage, and then Roosh just sits there and headbutts the doctor, and the match continues out here. Right. We had a whole situation, but no one's aware of the situation. We missed the mist again.
Right. The mist was in the back. Now, I don't mind the mist in the back because, pause.
Whoa. That's what he said, not what I said.
Bidet, anybody? A little mist in the back, but...
Bidet to you, suit.
So stupid.
I know I am. Thank you for noticing.
No, yeah, a couple weird moments, right? Like a couple misdirections. Maybe you do get the mist. It was weird because I said, oh, look, Tony's going to get jumped. And instead, for no reason, they interrupted him leaving with Kendall coming in, which why would you do that? And then he gets jumped 2 seconds later. So just have him get jumped and then have her come out so that he's not getting jumped during her entry.
Now, why they got to cross over? Why did you have to cross streams with that?
Right? Let Kendall have her fucking entrance.
Shout out to the boiling water. You will be missed. MDB, the chat missed it. You literally just read my comment about Callie.
No, did you say the chat? I said I missed it. I didn't blame y'all.
What are you blaming me for?
I asked questions.
Me for?
Oh, wait.
Now they show it. They should have showed it. You know what you don't do is an impactful moment in your show, an integral moment in your show, in fucking picture-in-picture.
I don't even know when it happened, but she drilled her.
I still like that N in the broken barricade still working. So it looks like glitchy NXT.
Right. That's the fear, Nair. That's everyone's fear is, would he do it proper? Now, does Bailey have a big enough name and get jumped?
Monet. Monet is the advocate.
Is Monet the conduit to get her to like the top shelf of the toy, the toy box?
Yeah, she instantly becomes, the fucking T-Rex Mr. Potato Head out there. She's Jessie in the toy box outside of Buzz and fucking Woody.
Right. Do you feel Jada is floundering? Nah, I just think she's slow rolling. I don't know if floundering is the right way. I think she just hasn't fully hit her stride yet. And I think that's why she's working with Natty.
But she's not working with Natty. She feuded with Natty.
That's working with, Nick.
Well, no, because now Natty's feuding with Kendall. So what is we talking about? She just had a match with Carmen.
There's a faction? There's a faction?
I don't like factions, and I especially don't like this one. And I especially don't like this one.
Right. Oh, she missed. She missed. A lot of missed happening tonight. Oh, she didn't miss that one. That was stupid.
Right. Nick, don't please sing that again. I don't even know which one it was, but you never know. It's always karaoke night out here.
Carry your own night. Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, carry your own night. Brought to you by LA Knights. Carry your own night out here.
Carry your own night. Tatum going up top.
When Tatum goes to the main roster, have her feud with Lyra.
Possible.
That's if Lyra survives on the main.
She's doing.
I'm very interested to see what they're gonna do with heel Lyra. The opening promo. I don't know.
It was okay.
No.
Right. Carry your own.
I would have rather just seen her show up than seen the promo.
Oh, it was fine.
Honestly.
This is her now, man. I thought she did a good job expressing crazy bird lady. Kevin, run. That's all she made me think the whole time. Crazy bird lady.
Caw.
Jada isn't main roster ready yet, and the fans need to accept it. Yeah, just it's time. Like patience. The lack of patience is a thing in pro wrestling fandom.
Oh. Kendall stomping. Christ almighty. Fucking Kalani stomping.
Right? Yeah, right out of her chair video. Like, just popped her. And you've been waiting for Callie to be a force. So maybe now's the time for Callie.
Has she almost kind of already jumped Jada out here? She already kind of started jumping lines out here. People, she's attacking your world champion, but again, is it one of those you we know each other. Come out the great, you come out the gate hot, and then you can fall back.
Oh, speaking of falling back, Kalani falls back out of the ring. Is this the main event? It is the main event.
It has to be. We've been on so many long shows and everything now. At this point, there's no way this is going to end soon. Now they've still got like 7 matches, right?
Right. 2 counts. Is Toy Story? Yeah, it's Toy Story. Everybody should get a sign like who's Woody, who's Buzz. Moxley's Buzz Lightyear because he's just on a different planet. He's not really what he thinks he is.
No, he's Sid. He's Sid in Toy Story. People, let me tell you about my best friend.
Right.
You got a friend in me. Yeah.
The Moxley toy would be like,
in me.
I'm a pro wrestler. They're like, you're a toy. He's like, I'm a pro wrestler.
I'm a real. He is. Yes, he is Buzz Lightyear. I'm a fucking badass. You're a pro wrestler. I'm a fucking badass.
Oh, reversal. Imagine a little like slow, sloppy in spots. Not my favorite Tatum Kalani match. Looks very like one step, two step. Look right here, right now, perfect example.
Yeah, this is far too choreographed. Of like, all right, this is the developmental. Well, to me, there is no winning side on this conversation of if NXT's a third brand or developmental, of if it's really out there, if it's competing with the AWs, if it's doing this and everything. Is it a third brand or is it still developmental? Do you expect that you're going to have the influx and the outflux of talent, or does this has it fallen off because you haven't had a refresh? Yeah.
Kalani Jordan picks up the W, putting down Tatum. So Kalani is, to me, like similar to Lyra. Like I always expect Kalani to lose, and she's collecting W's all over the place. I think that was Jake the Snake Roberts booing her.
Well, I was going to say Macho, the Camacho out there was up there in the front, the first picture there, giving the thumbs down. It's something with her that like. I get there's like she gets the wins and there's a bit of talent there. There's never just that full connection. It's like that one like charger, that one cord that you got to wiggle it a certain way. You got to like hold your whatever you're trying to charge a certain way for it to actually, take on to it. It's there's something there. It just doesn't fully connect properly.
Yeah, I mean, I like when she hits it and she can hit it smooth. I just think it takes too much coordination between you and the other person. Like, all right, I got to stick my foot in the air and then you grab my heel. And
well, just that whole match was a bit of a disconnect.
Hey,
Nikki Blackheart, Nikki fucking Thickheart out here.
We've been out here scouting. Let's go.
I heard the rumblings. The scales was a tipping.
Oh.
Come on. Get it together now.
I was worried that she like hurt
her knee. Just blew some shit out. Yeah.
Let's go. Business just picked up. Let's go.
If China and Rhea had a child.
Blackheart in the building. Thicky Blackheart, let's go.
Yeah, but there was a little bit. Get it together now. Again, and that's your lasting image, though.
Right. That's how we go off the air. Emphatic. Kendo's been taken out by Callie, and at the very end of the show, everyone loves Tatum, but Nikki Blackheart, who, for those who don't know, independent wrestler, signed signed through one of the tryouts not that long ago, but we were kind of waiting to see where she would pop up. And
they changed her name and everything, and I don't know what they fully changed it to and all of that.
I just saw that yesterday. I can't remember.
But is this still like right now with NXT, as much as we say the rest of WWE's safe and trying to unravel from that safe, NXT is the most unpredictable show out there almost.
Yes.
No one had any of this on their fucking bingo card tonight.
Right. No, I mean, Martinez has arrived, of course. Is her name really going to be Martinez?
Is she related to Mercedes?
Right. Like, she's looking out here like Jordan B. Anthony.
She's very much like, she looks like the big cousin, like the Debo to Raquel Rodriguez out there.
Yeah, I mean, like Nikki Blackheart versus Jordan Grace, like that kind of vibe. Like, let's go.
Hercules.
Nikki Blackheart, Martinez. Okay, They love going Gonzalez, Rodriguez, Martinez.
There's only so many. Like, it's anytime we've all played sports games or anything.
Yes.
Anytime you make a creator, you only got so many names. So they only got so many names they get picked.
It's so funny. Like,
you're not going to have like Nikki, Venezuela or something out there.
You got me convinced that that's the only 3 names that you find south of the border. Like, at all. Like, no.
I mean. You have the last name White, like that isn't the generic,
bro. Yeah, no, it's yeah.
You are one step away from John Doe.
Man, I went to high school. And there was 2 other people with the exact same name as me. Like, we'd all get called down to the office at the same time.
I have such a unique one that I get I get mail for like 4 different people, but then also there's been one character that was like a bit thing for one episode in Brooklyn Nine-Nine that I'm like, there's no way that it's the exact same name with the exact same pronunciation and everything like that. I'm like, that's it's more when you have something that's so obscure that lines together.
Jokes. Ladies and gentlemen, NXT has gone off the air. That is the show. Get your ratings in out of 10. We take a rating for every single show that we cover. We want to know what the fans think of each and every show. So get in that chat. Let us know. We'll click through a few quickly, and then we'll head off to bed. Bye.
Try to, at least. Try to. But really, how do you feel overall of this? Was very much, is it almost a continuation of Great American Bash? Like, I don't think that there was anything that was like a hard gear shift pivot away outside of they made sure Kendall Gray's really fucking featured. Hey, everybody really likes that Kendall Gray match, so let's make sure she's all up on the show, all up here, which isn't a bad thing, but like, no. There wasn't a lot of, there was more sizzle than steak tonight, to quote you.
Yeah, lackluster. Post pay-per-view, quote unquote.
Post pay-per-view depression.
Yeah, like Tony's thing didn't really move me. There was a few things I wasn't super into. But we did get a "This is awesome" chant early in the show. I do like
Mason Rook of all people. Sorry.
Right. I do think that there's some things brewing, perhaps. Tonight, very much a flat show. Like, I'm like 6, 5.5, 6. Like, it didn't, like, the in-ring that we got was pretty good, but everything was kind of average. We spent more time talking about other wrestling shows tonight.
Is there an NXT fall off happening? I know I was, even while you were on your one of pauses of talking about who could be like a gold, silver, bronze for Booker of the Year and everything, and was trying to throw Sean on the silver, but it feels like we started here and now we're starting to, we're starting to unravel this fucking, chocolate coin and realizing it's, not exactly what we thought it was.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, in the sense of, I think anybody, especially coming off where you feel like you had like Booker of the Year type year, the next year is probably going to be a little bit of a dip. You just hope, you're looking for the pattern in it. It hasn't become a pattern yet, but I would agree with you. Like, I think 1-2 was a good argument for HBK for quite a while. I don't know. I think he's more down like fighting Trips, and 2-3 maybe, but
is Trips the one? Is Trips the one? I know you're going to instantly say, well, no, it's got to be Taker.
It's Taker.
And his little fucking pocket demon there of Jeremy Borash to you, of who's booking the show.
Undertaker.
Yeah, but for everything that we praise with Oba, for everything that we praise with Roman and everything, is that not Hunter? So that's why I think Sean, you can flip however you want, but I think Sean, I was trying to make the case of maybe Sean stays in that too, but I don't know if that's solid anymore because NXT feels like it's had a Oba fall from grace.
Right.
I don't know who's really like, what's the true direction of NXT right now?
Yeah, it's in a transition phase for sure, my guy. Like, it literally is going through, coming off again. We've talked a lot about it. The roster shifts, and now there's a lot of people. It reminds me of like when Johnny Gargano and Ciampa and all that were coming into NXT. And I remember as they were coming in, some of the people that you didn't know as well you were like, who is this? And you're not really quite into the Oni Lorcan and stuff. Like, you were like, I don't really know that. But once they started putting some stuff together, and I think we're in that point where we're like, we don't know, we're unfamiliar with you. So it does feel like a lull, but I mean, that's by design.
Yeah, but I need to start them kind of to emulsify this sauce out here. We need to start putting this bread dough together a little bit.
It's been a week or two. Let's move it.
Yeah. Do it. Get your fucking straighten up and fly right out here. Straighten up and fly right.
In that vein, let's move it. 7.75 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10, 7, 8.9. Oof. Big score from Jason. 6.5, good in ring, but some things felt rushed or off. I just wasn't pulled in to a whole lot.
We spent very little talking about what was happening in ring. I'll say that.
Right. See, everyone always does this when we talk about wrestlers' names. They're like, it was her mother's name. It was his daughter's name. It was his best friend's name. It was his sister's. Okay.
It was his sister's, mother's, cousin's, dog's fucking first cousin's name. Did you know that? Did you know that?
So is she going one name, just Martinez? Like the Spanish Madonna?
It's still better than fucking Nakamura and fucking Blitzkrieg Pop or whatever they were trying to change or trying to trademark recently. Like for every good name, they have about 10 bad names. So yeah,
it's true. Featuring Natty's Faction, 6.5 out of 10. Anonymous, thank you for that.
Yes.
How can we ask if there is an NXT fall off when we just saw God's gift to my eyes ending the show? I mean, that's a fair question.
I just picture MDB doing the Vince Carter like.
AAA greater than TNA greater than NXT greater than Raw and SD, and AEW way behind.
Not fully wrong, but mostly wrong.
There's some shuffling that needs to maybe happen, objectively, but
shuffle the
6.5 out of 10, right? 7 out of 10. They need new talent. New talent will be happening. Like, we're going to see an influx. Then Denisha's right. Like, we need new. They have new talent, and Nikki Blackheart just showed up. So yeah, that's what we're getting used to. It's you just moved into a new apartment. We got to feel out the day. You never feel quite at home in the first little bit. This is what this is. It's NXT on Tuesdays is new, and it's a new vibe, and we got to figure it out.
Yeah, but you've been there for a couple months. You've been there since at least around February or so, and everything. And it's now they keep getting the new cast showing up. Like, we already have the new names, and we're trying to figure out whether it's Tate Wilder or Cam Hendricks or this guy and that guy. And we're getting new names thrown into the mix out here.
Right.
Like, I'm just trying to learn who's joining this class already.
Right. Yeah, we're trying to and that's where I think for me, and you have the guys that have been there, like Tony to me has to get more interesting. Like him and Evil, they're going to continue this. It's got to get kind of interesting. It's
got less interesting, challenging Evil, weirdly.
We're going backwards. KJ would have gone 9.5, but there was lots of, I don't know about that, my buddy Jason. I mean, I just think a little more excitement. It wasn't the most exciting show I've seen.
Official number.
6.
Oh, okay. Then I'll meet you there. I was expecting you to go a bit higher.
Oh, shit.
And I would have fought to get there and everything, but a 6, okay, because I think this is a lot closer to a middle of the road. If we're kicking it just through the uprights, we're extra pointing NXT a bit lately. We're not scoring touchdowns, but we're taking extra points out here. And we're really adding people to the roster. We're seeing what works and what doesn't stick and what goes. And we're growing, and we know that NXT's developed stars before. We just gotta. Right now, we're waiting for the tadpoles to grow into frogs a little bit. We're waiting for this shit to really kind of permeate.
Right. and some of us want to throw them in the microwave, and others are waiting. Highly not recommended, folks. But hey, if you feel like spending the afternoon cleaning your microwave, have fun. Enzo Amore and Cass.
Sounds like you've done that from experience.
Not that I can attest to or remember.
I cannot confirm nor deny these allegations against me, Your Honor.
Right. Enzo, are they coming in to NXT though? I don't think they are, right?
I mean, does everybody, is that the welcome mat? Is that the entry pass to WWE of even like a Mike Santana? If he shows up, if he's moving from TNA to WWE, does he go to NXT?
Maybe. I mean, I think if you bring back somebody with that stature, you bring them into the main roster. You're trying to sell tickets.
But do they have stature to us, or do they have stature to a casual fan?
No, they were mainstream at one point, dude. They were one of the most over things in
WWE. Fair enough. I
WWE.
was talking about Santana, but I get you.
Oh, Santana, yeah. Sorry, my God. Santana, for sure. I think he needs a little bit of time and a little more. I mean, there's stuff that he could probably work on, right? Like just kind of clean it up, get the TNA off him a little.
Do you get, I could see to where now, would that have been fucking really cool of Atlantic City? And at some point you get you're soft, you're sloppy, your mom's jalopy and everything. And this is big cash like that. I could see with you on that, if that shows up on a main roster.
Yeah.
At some point, because they're so, you still know the fucking, a bit of the fucking hook.
Yeah. I think honestly, like if that music hits at some point, like the opening of that song had that little like, whoop, 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 like that little kind of pop. I think if that was like on a SmackDown or a Raw, and Street Profits are like, who's going to challenge us? And you get that pop, I think the place becomes unglued.
But now, if they challenge the Street Profits, do they win? Do they lose? Do they show up, or do they just mollywop the swipe rights, the Vanity Project out there, or even like I had talked about tonight of a Keanu Carver. I got someone to put you in your place, and he's 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that.
Yeah, I don't know. My assumption was they would just go back to the main roster. I mean, I Cass and Enzo beating up on the Vanity Project. I don't know.
But if they go right back to the main roster, they have to win the belt soon.
They don't have to. I mean, because they are kind of like that. They're,
Do they go back and lose? Do they go back and lose?
Not right away. I mean, or they could win right away. I mean, it's up in the air. They can do whatever they want with it. They're not a team that necessarily has to win the belts to be over, but they would get pushed towards them pretty quick.
I think, but it's one of those, if you're just bringing them back and the instant reaction to it, and it's not like the tag belts have been fucking held by, a super established, like, oh my God, you can't break up the lineage, the lore of the tag belts right now. If they turn around, maybe not the Profits, but if they turn around and took out Priest and R-Truth, now granted it's a babyface and a babyface, but if they were tag champs right now, I'm not mad at it.
No, not at all. And maybe because they get a huge pop and the crowd's super into it. We saw what happened with Brie mode or Scream mode. Everyone's so excited about the return that you can give them a run and it's okay and it's not the end of the world. So yeah, they could come in, get the belts right away. They could go into a match, lose it, but stay popular enough to get another match. It'd be very curious. I mean, these are two guys that I think a lot of people didn't anticipate would make their way back to the Fed. So
who had felt like they don't call it the Fed. I hate when people call it the Fed. Not just you, but it's just,
I know
that's such like one of them. Just, you don't know how words work and everything, but yeah, it's one of those guys. It's two of those guys actually who felt like they had been so excommunicadoed that they wouldn't ever circle back, and that they circled back. I honestly, personally, hope really that Will Morrissey actually gets a really solid push, because I'm a bigger fan of his whole redemption story of him cleaning himself up and everything like that. I think he's super fucking talented. He's been underrated. He gives me huge contest vibes. I don't dislike Enzo, but I think there's a cap on that ceiling. I think Morrissey done right, if you give it a bit of a time and everything, you can have something there. You can have something that's beyond just a gimmick tag team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, I got no problem with them coming in and being champs or doing important stuff. They're gonna, as long as they can get over the crowd and they can do what they do, I think it's over as hell. So it's not the end of the world. If I mean, again, it will be very surprising how they pull this off. But ladies and gentlemen, that is NXT. It is in the books. We are back tomorrow for Dynamite all week long for all the Fallout shows. We are in Fallout week, folks. So we appreciate everyone out there. And make sure you hit like, share, subscribe. Check out all our socials. Be a friend. Tell a friend. The channel's growing fast, and we want it to continue to do so. So tell everyone you know about the Wrestling for Life Network. But other than that, we'll see you tomorrow, folks.
We'll always be your bomb shelter for the wrestling on all the fallouts here. But our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you were talking about that wrestling, put about that for life. Whatever.
See you on the flip side, folks. Have a good night. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Good night.